Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast Live, Wednesday night edition. Transformer, what's good, my man?
Man, busy life, busy times. I got to take my mind off of the Green Bay loss in the end of the season, and then the Lakers losing to the Spurs by getting outscored by 30 in the second half. So I'm trying to, keep myself busy,
right?
Throughout the course of, all these things happening in the sports world, and trying to just dig more into my personal life and what I can control. How about you, bro?
Man, I'm maintaining, man. I'm trying to hold it down, trying to make something happen. Know what I mean? So I'm definitely maintaining as well. But so far so good. And we're here and we're gonna do this show, man. Good to have you back.
Yes, sir.
So what's going on, everybody? Good to see you. For those of you who may be watching this on the replay, good to see you. Appreciate you clicking that button. For whoever's here, good to see you as well. We'll take a couple minutes, let some people get in the chat. But in the meantime, while we wait to give you guys another great show, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to do my little spiel because you know what it is. If you're watching here on YouTube, make sure you go ahead, click that subscribe, that like, that notification bell. Make sure you're kept aware anytime we drop new content on the channel. If you want the audio-only version of the podcast, open up your audio podcast platform, hit the search bar, type in The Format Podcast, and we should come right up. If you enjoy the content as you listen, make sure you give us a like, a 5-star review, and drop a comment. All that stuff helps us rise in the algorithm, helps us find more sports fans, helps more sports fans find us. And write it down, put it in your phones, make a note of it. The Format Podcast is live Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. And finally, if you're really and truly enjoying the podcast and you want to help the show continue to grow, make sure you go ahead, click that join button, join the channel. We're going to have some exclusive content just for you. All right. So yeah, Transformer, we got some stuff to go over in the world of sports, man.
We do.
Yes, we do. As we can see, this is going to be a very football focused episode. Why? Because man, we're in the middle of the NFL playoffs.
This is the pinnacle of the NFL right now.
Correct.
The pinnacle.
And, I'm not going to do too much college football talking because if you're a college football fan, check out the show I did earlier with John Kennedy, host of the Always Irish Notre Dame Football Podcast, where we talked about the college football playoff. And of course, is that the dog snoring again?
You can hear that still? Jesus Christ. Let me try to wake her up, man.
Man, leave the dog. Let the dog relax, man. Dog tired, man. The dog probably been, moving in and out while you've been painting.
Because my headphones pick up everything, so I can hear everything.
Now that I know what it is, I'm like, oh man, okay, yeah. Yup. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we you guys can check it out if you're interested. I did a pretty good show earlier today with John Kennedy, host of the Always Irish Notre Dame Football Podcast, where we discussed the college football playoff and of course, Notre Dame and Ohio State's upcoming national championship tilt. So very excited about that. Laker Nation, very first member of the show. What's good, my brother? Good to see you. Look, it's not a sad day in Lakerland, and the reason I say that is because, tough loss last night, but we know the Lakers don't stay down like that for very long, as much as I hate to admit it. So, you take that on the chin, pause, you keep moving, and, it'll be all right. So,
how you doing there, by the way, Laker Nation? How's the family? Is everybody okay? Family, friends, are they good over there? And I know it's, it's still going down over there in Cali. Prayers are still going out to everybody that's over there dealing with that tragic. Some people still need I say plan, but it is what it is.
I'll leave that alone. I call it.
I'll leave that alone too. But man, no. Most importantly, man, let us know how the family doing. Let us know how you doing, man. Friends and family, anybody who's watching, man. Absolutely prayers to your family, friends that are dealing with that fire that's going on in Cali, man. Absolutely.
Yes. All right, so I guess we're going to get started. Like we said, we got some good topics today. We're going to go over the NFL playoff wildcard weekend, since we didn't get to get with you guys on Sunday or Monday night and review that. Then we'll go into our divisional weekend pick'em, and then we'll talk, is the time up in Pittsburgh for Mike Tomlin? And finally, is Justin Herbert overrated? Quick answer, yes, and I've been saying it for years. But anyway, we'll get a little more into detail on that. But first we got a couple quick hits. Laker Nation says family's good. Okay,
Oh,
good
overseas.
to
Okay.
hear, man. Good to hear.
Overseas, she's in the service, or she's just overseas? Question for Laker Nation, not you, Bruce.
Right. Hey, G, man, what's good, man? Good to see you.
Gino, where you at, man?
I don't know where G.
Where you at, stupid?
Where you at, dummy?
Yeah, where you at, dummy? Over here choosing to jump in the comments, man. Over here choosing the wrong thing, man.
Need to choose to get up on that screen, bro.
You need to choose to open up that phone. Get on live, man.
Oh my goodness. All right, but let's knock out a couple quick hits, man. So first quick hit I wanted to touch on. I thought this was really interesting, and it's not nothing to get too in depth about, but I guess Steph Curry was asked recently within the last couple of days kind of what he thought about possible moves that the Warriors could make at the trade deadline to make the team better. And obviously Steph knows he's on the back nine of his career. Draymond almost done. Clay's already up out of there. You know, the team is going to look vastly different, I'd say, in the next couple of years. And so you can tell Steph is already a guy that's thinking about that. So I have a very short clip. I'd like to play his comments here, and then we'll get back and we'll discuss it briefly.
Yep.
Desperate trades or desperate, moves that deplete the future. Like, there is a responsibility on allowing, keeping the franchise in a good space and good spot when it comes to where we leave this thing when we're done.
So the sound wasn't great there. That was Steph post game in the locker room, and a lot of times that sound is just recorded on somebody's cell phone, so it's not the best. But in case you didn't hear, he was saying that what up, Tyler? What's good? He's saying that he doesn't feel like the Warriors should make any rash moves because there's a responsibility after he and his current teammates are gone, like retired and whatnot, that the organization should still be able to go forward, but not have ruined its future with rash moves right now. And I thought that was very forward thinking and very responsible of him. What were your thoughts on that, Transformer?
My thoughts is, why does he care?
What do you mean? Well, he's been with
you're going to retire, baby.
Yeah, but he loves that organization. He wants to see him do well. He's been with them his whole career.
It's going to be a GM that comes in after him and make a stupid move anyway.
Well, but nobody, true indeed, but nobody's going to be able to say that because of stuff he demanded or stuff that he did. He left the organization in a lurch. You know what I'm saying? Got you. I can
get that. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to, let go so many sailors just to get one top sailor, right? You got so many, dogs in the fight just for one dog. But at the end of the day, it's up to what that GM wants to do too, man. You got to think about it's more than just Steph. Steph is going to be, of course, a voice. But, man, that GM and that owner, they're like, dude, we're trying to win. We're trying to be relevant, try to see if we can squeeze one more out of you, Pauls, and get to the promised land, man. So I get it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, dude, these owners and these GMs are going to do what they want and do what they feel is best for the team. I get where he's coming from. Yeah. He doesn't want it to come from him. So I guess he's preemptively saying, yo, if we make a trade, we trade away everybody, it's not my fault. I didn't ask for that. So I think he's more like laying down the grounds like, hey, they about to make a trade. But I don't want to hear y'all like, man, Steph ruined the team. They went and traded for this guy, and then now he's gone. He's retired, and now we dealing with this, trade away our picks. They do that for some other person. But so I think, it could be that too. Like, hey, this ain't on me. Don't point the fingers at the babyface assassin.
Okay.
Point at that GM now. And the owner, they're the ones that's, pulling the strings to make that move happen, to get another key guy here for us to make a run. So could be doing that as well, man. It's two sides of every coin, you feel me?
So do you think that he is referring to anyone else or anything else or any other type of situation when he says that, or is he just focusing on his team and the future?
Because I think he sees the backlash from a said individual that this other said individual gets a lot, rightfully so. I will say that, rightfully so. And I'm gonna say again, rightfully so. So you don't have to get on my back about it. Pause. But rightfully so. He doesn't want to have the fingers pointed at him about that. He definitely wants to make it clear, like, hey, look, I'm gonna do best with what we got. I think the pieces that we have, we can make a decent run. He's never been that egotistical of wanting the best right now to try to make a push. So, I mean, he could be not taking shots at a said individual who shall not be named, but he's like, hey, before y'all come at me about it, I'm not waving the flag to make this happen.
So you trying to say his name ain't Bennett?
My name Bennett, and I ain't in it.
There you go. His name Bennett. There you go.
Name Bennett, and I ain't in it. Y'all see your Laker Nation? Yeah, we waived Quincy Olivari.
Oh, that's tough. Why y'all did that?
To make room for depth. I think we ended up picking up a two-way center as well. Okay. Quincy wasn't playing Laker Nation. I get it, Laker Nation. He was a very great piece, but he didn't play. We definitely need we need bodies in the paint, man. We need some bodies. So I get it. You know what I mean?
I know somebody else.
I think his name is Jameson or something like that. He's not going to play much. He's just going to fit in because we're still going through. What's his name? Our backup center, Hayes. He's still going through that, off the court stuff. So they could be preemptively thinking about that as well. So, yeah.
So you heard me.
I mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you good. You heard what I said?
What'd you say?
I said I know somebody else they could have waived and kept Quincy. All right, so we'll go to the next quick hit, right? We're not even going to do that. All right, so hopefully this sound is going to play well. But so as I mentioned earlier, my Irish are going to be playing for the national championship Monday night as 8.5-point underdogs against the Ohio State Buckeyes. Yeah, it's a tall order. It's a tall order, but if anybody can get it done,
no way, dude.
Yeah, I believe it's 8.5 right now.
I'm gonna look it up while you're doing that.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah, no doubt, Laker Nation. Appreciate that. So Notre Dame is going to be playing Ohio State on Monday night for the national championship, and I guess the general consensus is most people have Ohio State winning, and it's going to be tough sledding. Defensively, Notre Dame can hang with anyone. I think they've proven that. The question is, points. There you go. The question is, can they get enough points on the board somehow to win this game? That's the question. You need a special teams play. You need a score on defense. You need something extra.
Yeah.
I don't think the offense is going to be able to hang in there. Although that said, I'm not trying to turn this into a Notre Dame topic, but that said,
you are
Ohio State. Man, this guy. Ohio State didn't run away with that game against Texas, right?
They didn't
until that scoop and score at the end, the strip sack scoop and score by what's my man's name? Oh, geez, I cannot. Jack Sawyer.
No, Jack Sawyer.
Jack Sawyer. Yeah. Until that game was really close. You know what I'm saying? So
correct. They was about to potentially try to tie the game.
That's right.
It was trying. Even though that was a fourth down, so he would have had to throw it in the end zone. But yeah, they were trying to tie that game up.
Correct. So that's what we got. But anyway, in that, I saw Manti Te'o. They brought him in, former, legendary Notre Dame linebacker. Unfortunately, for multiple reasons, but I'm talking about for his play on the field. Stop. I'm talking about for his play on the field in a Notre Dame uniform. He was brought in to talk to the team, and hopefully this clip will play properly, and you guys can hear this because it was something that I really wanted to share with everybody. I thought it was pretty cool.
Man, I'm geek, boys. I'm always going to ride with you. That's number one. And with Notre Dame, you either love Notre Dame or you hate Notre Dame. But last week, I'm not around the program, so I'm not in the locker room. I'm not in the meeting rooms. I'm not at fall camp. I don't know the dynamic of the team. I can only see what I see. But I had confidence we was going to win. When I saw y'all walk down that tunnel, man, I knew it was over. They don't make them like this no more, boys. Quote that I always live my life by. And that's a quote by Winston Churchill, and he said, history will be kind to me because I intend to write its pages. If you're in this room, you have one thing that millions of people outside don't have, and that's this. It's ability to write history. You have that. I was able to write a lot of things when I was here. A lot of records when I was here. But there's one thing that I wasn't able to write. We got close. It was a national championship. Coach, you ready? You boys ready? Only you can. That's all we care about is the history that the 2024 football team rights. And when y'all win it all, boy, I'm gonna be with you. We're gonna party. That's for sure. I love you, boys. I'm not gonna wish you luck, because luck is for those that don't belong. I'm gonna wish you the best.
Do I play for Notre Dame? Let me go Notre Dame hat. Hold on. Got my Notre Dame hat.
That because that right there is the type of speech that no matter who the team is, or it could be the Packers, it could be the Steelers, it could be the freaking Lakers. If I hear that type of speech,
running through a wall.
Yes, I'm ready to go beat somebody up, run through a wall, do whatever it is. I thought that was just awesome. So I wanted to share that with you guys because, dude, we're a community, we're a family out here.
My man didn't say nothing about we're on the holiest of sacred grounds. The bygods and the bylaws and the demigods all praise and bless the waters and the grass that circles the field. When you guys go out there and you walk on that green grass, know that it came from the sacred and the holiest grounds. That white paint that is painted on the field, that white paint came from the cloth of the white God who just sprayed it. He didn't say none of that, right? He didn't say none of that. That man got straight to the point. You got the pen.
Yes.
You write it. I had the pen. I can only write it up to this point.
Right.
You write it.
Right.
And you go make history. That's the A.
I thought that was dope. Right, I never knew that quote before. History will be kind to me because I intend to write its pages. That's a super dope quote. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like that.
Did he say Winston Churchill? Was that Winston?
Yes, he said Winston Churchill said that. Mm-hmm.
I got it. Yeah. I like
said,
that.
Coach, go write that. Go write that, boys.
Go write it. That man filled out the pen. Go write it.
Well, there's only one chapter left. Let's see who writes it. But I just wanted to share that, man. I don't have anything else to say. That wasn't even so much about Notre Dame. It came in preparation of me doing another show regarding Notre Dame, but I just thought that it was a super cool sports motivational speech. And really, I guess a life motivational speech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought that was really
cool. You can take that in anything. Like,
yeah, you can.
It don't have to be football. Like,
that's right.
You control your own legacy. Go write history for your family. Go write history for your father's name, your lineage, right? Your heritage. You know what I mean? You can go a lot. You can go a long way with that.
Laker Nation, I'm serious, man. I came across it while I was prepping to do a college football show, and of course, talking about the Irish. But this wasn't specifically right now about the Irish. I just thought it was really good in terms of sports. So it just happened to be that way. All right, but that's my quick hits, man. That's my quick hits.
Yes, sir.
Take from that speech what you want. All right, let's go to the wild card weekend NFL review, shall we?
Yes, sir, man. Right. Let's talk about more football today.
More football.
We're going to transition from the NBA for that brief moment to college football for that brief moment. Now we're going to hit the biggest moment of the NFL is here. AFC wild card playoffs started off first. They kicked us off with some great game. Well, could have been some great games for us. We're going to start off with the Chargers battling out with the Texans. Of course, the Chargers were me and you both had the Chargers winning this football game because of what we saw with Jim. Yeah, I got it. I had to think about it. All right. Jim Harbaugh and what he was doing with this football team.
Yes.
And what we saw, what was happening to CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans, just not clicking at the end of the year, literally just getting into a lot of lose games where they just wasn't performing well. Well, boy, did they flip a switch when the lights got bright.
Didn't they?
Yeah, 32-12 victory for the Houston Texans. Bruce, take it away. What were your thoughts on this football game, man?
So my thoughts were watching this thing. Why the hell did I? Well, I know why I chose the Chargers, because for the first time in franchise history, they had the league's #1 scoring defense, and because I believe in Jim Harbaugh, I really, really do. Both of the Harbaughs, but I really, really believe in Jim Harbaugh as well, and that's why I chose him. But I shouldn't have, and we'll talk about this later, because I've been saying for years Justin Herbert is overrated, and the guy flopped again in the biggest game of the year. I don't know what made me believe in him. I think, in all seriousness, what they need to do is, obviously they need a weapon for him out there on the outside, but they need to try and draft a high-level running back wherever they can. And what needs to happen here, in all seriousness, is they need to keep the ball out of his hands in games like this. They really do, because he has not shown the ability to get it done in those situations, man. Laker Nation, that's not about Harbaugh. You really blaming that on Harbaugh? You got like a $230 million quarterback there throwing 4 picks. You can't blame that on Harbaugh. That's crazy, man. Nah. Nah, it's not about Harbaugh. Harbaugh is one of the best football coaches, period, in the sport right now. Nah, you can't blame that on him. But yeah, the real deal is I'm just looking and I'm like, to me, there's no greater takeaway than Justin Herbert literally gave the game away multiple times. That's it. I'm disgusted with it. And CJ Stroud, to your point, did not have a great season this year. Definitely took a step back. Obviously, injuries to his weapons played a role in all that. But guess what? He comes out in the big game, does his thing. They ran the football well, 34 for $168 as a team. We saw Joe Mixon doing his work. I like that. That was a very good pickup. And they won the game. And now they got to go see the champs in this freezing temperatures.
Yeah, they do. Man, I mean, everything you said. My reason for, like I said, picking the Chargers for this game, I felt like the Texans was definitely spiraling downhill. They wasn't able to run the football effectively the last 3-4 weeks. And like I said, just CJ Stroud, like that sophomore slump probably got to him a little bit. So, just trying to figure it out. He did lose his receivers throughout the season. Got Nico Collins back. So he's, probably just trying to rebuild that rapport with him and getting them schemes and everything ready to go. Of course, he was without Tank Dell. It's going to be without Tank Dell to possibly 2027. And I thought Jim was going to do what Jim does best. And I thought he was going to run the air out of the football, but it couldn't get anything going on the ground, man. When you only give J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, didn't they get Cowboy? Come on,
Zeke Elliott. They sure did. Yeah.
I didn't see Zeke at all. So what did y'all do that for? I mean,
I think if they had won, they could have played him in the next game. There might be like when you pick a guy up like off waivers or whatever like that, there might be like a week or whatever. He might not be able to play right away. I don't know the exact rule. They probably had him on the practice squad for this week. And I'm
he was on the roster.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was active this week.
Then I don't know. I mean, don't know why. He might not know the system yet either. So he might need it. I'm sure he was there, emergency, and then like, okay, if they win, he'll get some touches. Get a
little practice film on. Yeah, I get that, but still, my point is that you wasn't able to run the football. Like early in the football game, it was a 6-0 lead, and you couldn't establish no type of run game after that to keep Houston keep their defense on the field, wear those guys down, keep the ball out of Justin Herbert's hand. He only completed 14 passes out of 32. 14 out of 32. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Turning the ball over 4 times is ridiculous. The only reason he got the 242 was because of the 86-yard bomb he threw to that dog out of Georgia, Lad McConkey. That was it. Other than that, that was the only splash you guys made throughout the entirety of the game. You know what I mean? So, like, you guys didn't do anything else, man. So it shocked me. Like I said, I picked the Chargers. That was the L that, one of the L's I took this week, because that completely shocked me, man. It completely, like, Houston just found their rhythm and they just did not look back and just straight cooked the Chargers, man. It wasn't even that fun of a game after the third quarter, man. But yeah, this game, I say definitely falls on Justin Herbert. This is his second playoff game that he's played. His first one was against Jacksonville, where he blew the 28. Was it 28 point lead?
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I was at the Tennessee Titan game. I was at the Titan game. My bad.
Okay.
But second game in the playoffs, and there you go. Now you're known for blowing a 28-point lead and throwing 4 picks in the very next game.
Correct.
The whole season you threw 3.
That's right.
17 games, 3 picks.
That's right.
1 postseason game, 4 picks. Make it make sense, but we'll dig into that a little bit later about Justin Herbert. But dude, it was a bad one.
Yeah. Real quick before we move on, Laker Nation. So again, you cannot blame Harbaugh for this, and I'm gonna tell you why you can't blame. First of all, you're saying remember our Super Bowl, Harbaugh chokes in big games. He doesn't, man. He just
49ers choking big games.
In that Super Bowl, he didn't have the better team. You're lucky it was that close. They turned off the lights on y'all because we was blowing you out the freaking stadium. So they turned off the lights on us on purpose because, our team was old.
It was ugly.
That was
it
ugly.
Was getting ugly. Dog.
Yeah, so all them old guys tightened up and y'all were able to come back, man. But in all seriousness, I do exactly, Tyler. He just won a national championship. I don't blame Harbaugh at all. And then the following year, first of all, Laker Nation, I know that you being a 49ers fan, you think that every year, you're got, damn it, 49ers, Lakers. So you got these teams that you think every year is your birthright to contend for a championship. Not always how it goes, all right? Like I'm talking, and I'm a Celtics and freaking Irish fan. But anyway, no, in all seriousness, that's not exactly how it goes. Remember how bad that team was before Harbaugh got there. Harbaugh walks in, immediately wins 13 games, and takes them to the NFC Championship game. That guy is an outstanding freaking head coach. He really is.
This year he turned the Chargers around. What were they, 5-8 last year?
He won 5 games last year. Yes.
5 games last year. He put him in the playoffs the next year.
Facts.
His first year.
The guy knows what the hell he's doing. But I see you're still you have some trauma from the 49er days, but it's all good.
Yeah. I can imagine what he's gonna say about Kyle Shanahan when they fire him. Man. Like he chokes too. I mean, 49ers, I'm not poking fun at the 49ers because they love to put my Packers out of the playoffs, but they've choked a lot of big games, man, over the last 15 years?
Yeah,
was it what, three Super Bowl appearances, all losses?
Yeah.
Because Kaepernick got the one, Brock Purdy got the one, and Garoppolo got the one, didn't he?
Correct.
Yeah.
Brock Purdy did everything he could do. But anyway, we're not going to get into the Brock Purdy thing. G's not here, so we're going to leave that alone. All right. Let's take it to the next game, man. Steelers.
Let's take it to the next game. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and introduce. And Brucey, if he's in the chat or watching live, G, if you're watching, you can choose to come in and comment on this topic. Don't play stupid with me, dummy. I know my role, so I'm gonna introduce it and I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let the Ravens fans take it. And then Steve showed up at the right time. The Baltimore Ravens, Baltimore Ravens just basically ran foots all over Pittsburgh Steelers this last weekend. 299 yards on the ground, with 50 carries from Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry and company that decided to run the football that day. That's beating the Pittsburgh Steelers 28-14. Bruce, take it away.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go in depth on this. If you guys really want more of a breakdown on this, no, in all seriousness, you can go back to.
I'm talking about Steve.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Sunday episode. G was here, G and I. So, he was obviously boots on ground for that game. So we took some time and did a whole segment on it so he could kind of break that down. Bruce called in and they talked about it. So I'm going to just keep it brief, man. Obviously, Lamar played smooth, easy ball, not the crazy numbers, but super efficient, no turnovers, only sacked once, really kept the negative plays to a minimum. QBR of 84 in a playoff game. That dog is tired. 16 of 21 for $175, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Gotta love that. But to your point, and this is what I loved, 50 carries for $299 to punish them on the ground. And think about this. What did we talk about all year, Transformer? If Todd Monken
runs the air out of it.
That's right.
Just run the air out of that thing.
Right. And we see what he did, right? What did I say? Derrick Henry needs at least 25 carries, right?
Got 26.
26 for $186.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good with that. Now I will. Yes, he did mention that, Tyler. He did mention that. I will say though, I don't particularly like the idea of Lamar Jackson carrying it 15 times. Let's kind of limit the hits on our all-pro first team.
Unless he's going out of bounds, right? Unless he's scrambling and going out of bounds, then at that point, no harm, no foul. But if he's taking any type of hits, I don't want him running that ball that much.
Right. So yeah, exactly. I don't want, but yeah, to the point, they played great defense, obviously, and they ran the air out of the ball, as you said, and really physically punished Pittsburgh, and it was bad. And we'll talk about that as well during the time up for Tomlin topic. So yeah, that's all I got, man. No need to even really dig too deep into that. As I said, we went into it the other day. But go ahead.
I never gave my opinion on this game. I had Baltimore Ravens winning. I didn't have them winning by 14. What was the over under 9? I gave them 9 points. I think it was something. It was something crazy. boy, they put foots in the Pittsburgh Steelers and they put foots in my mouth because I was like, yo. I'm like, yo, it was 21 to zip. I'm like, oh, pass the sticks. That's 21. Hey, that's 21 zip. You pass the sticks. And Pittsburgh, go ahead and pass the sticks.
Give it up.
I've never seen a Pittsburgh Steelers team get dominated in a playoff game like that. I just get outplayed, just dominated.
Actually, in what was it, Baker's second year, I think Baker threw 5 touchdowns on him in Pittsburgh in the playoffs and gave him a 50 burger, if I'm not mistaken.
But I think the game was relatively close for the most part, right?
Say again?
I think the game was close though. Because I think Pittsburgh was scoring too.
I think they came back towards the end and make it make the score palatable. But
okay, gotcha.
It wasn't. Yeah. But no, I hear what you're saying.
Not a well, I mean, because the Browns are still a rivalry game, because if Baker played, then that's definitely a rivalry game. But man, this was the game that I was like, okay, Todd Monken, you're doing it. This is how you're going to get to that Super Bowl. That's on the back of Derrick Henry.
Yes, sir. With
assistance from Lamar. And I don't mean that to throw shade at Lamar Jackson.
Somebody's going to take it that way.
I say that to say you got that horse over there for a reason.
Yes.
Pause. Ride that horse.
Yes, absolutely.
Ride that horse and get on down, right?
That's why you brought him there, right?
That's why you brought him there.
Facts.
$186, 2 touchdowns, 26 carries is going to wear that defense thin, right? They were so worried on Derrick Henry. TJ Watt, I'm looking at him coming off the edge, literally just sprinting for Derrick Henry, and Lamar just looking at him like, I got the ball, and jogged to the sideline.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm like, that's why you go get a guy like Derrick Henry.
Correct. That's what
you go get a guy like Derrick Henry, man, because there's so much focus that you got to put on that guy. They were clamping down. The edges were just clamping down on him all night, and they still couldn't do nothing with him.
Nothing.
So, definitely shout out. I'm Todd Monken.
Right.
That's it. Right.
Todd
Next
Monken,
game, you got to do that.
Real MVP.
MVP.
No, absolutely though. I mean, we have to. Baltimore has to stick to running the football. I mean, that's all there is to it. They got to maintain running the football. If they do that, they're going to be so tough to beat. I loved it. I loved it.
No, absolutely. We'll get into a little bit more about Mike Tomlin later. Tyler, I see your comment. 105.7 The Fan said this is the first time Tomlin ever had a 21-0 deficit. Save that comment for when we talk about time up for Tomlin. That's a good hit right there. That's a good hit right there. So save that one.
Lose it. Yeah, I got
But man, Baltimore Ravens did their thing. They're going to be playing the Bills next week, so I'll definitely look forward to the rematch from the blowout that the Baltimore Ravens gave them early in the season. So other than that, we'll move on. If you guys want to hear more in depth about that conversation, like Bruce said earlier, go back and look at Sunday's segment about the Baltimore Ravens. G was also here. G just commented. I just spoke his name into existence. But
you did, right?
They definitely went more in depth about that game. So definitely tune in. We're going to move on over to the next game, to their opponent that they're about to face, the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
The Buffalo Bills, after Denver came out red hot, scored on the first drive, never saw the end zone for the rest of the football game, and the Buffalo Bills routed them 31-7. So, Bruce, what is your take on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills just dominating a rookie like they should do?
This was a surprise to me, transforming. Realistically, it shouldn't have been, but it was. Based on what we saw from the Broncos, playing for the most part lights out defense all year. Bo Nix playing good football for a rookie all year. I expected this game to be closer. I didn't think they were going to go up to Buffalo and beat them, but I expected that this game would be closer. And really, I shouldn't have, because, it's rare that a rookie is going to win their first ever playoff game, because these defensive coordinators in the league, they are very smart. They're very good. And they're going to throw a lot of things out there to confuse a rookie, things that a rookie hasn't seen yet. And after that first drive, that's exactly what they did to Bo Nix. He wasn't able to get much going at all. Josh Allen looked really good, 20 for 26, 272, 10.5 per play, 2 touchdowns, no picks as usual. QBR almost 88 and a passer rating of 135. Just an outstanding game. And
against a top defense, by the way.
Yes,
like Denver is not no slouch on defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But continue.
Go ahead. No, you're good. I think what happens there is that when you can only play elite defense for but so long if the offense doesn't come along to help you and give you a break. And, you keep going 3 and out, or, you're not putting any points on the board. How long can most defenses hold up, right? Think about it. When you think about that, on the NFL level, only the elite of the elite defenses all time have been able to play that way, right? Those old Ravens defenses, those old Steelers defenses, the Bucks defense in 2002, obviously the Legion of Boom. There's very few defenses, the Bears back in the day, right? 85, 86 Bears. There's very few defenses, even those Philadelphia Eagles defenses under Buddy Ryan. There are very few that are able to really hold up without an offense that can complement them. Yeah. And I mean, realistically thinking about it, what do we have? Only maybe 3 or 4 teams that were able to win championships playing that way. It's hard, man. So when you see a defense that can do that and you can win with it, that speaks to how outstanding that defense is. But it's like I said, I picked Buffalo, but I didn't expect it to be that bad. But we got what we got, and now the rookie's got to go back and he's got to get better this offseason and continue to work, and we'll see what happens.
No, absolutely. Not much for me to add on to what you said. I mean, I expected Buffalo to get the job done. It's a rookie learning curve. Great job to Sean Payton. First of all, most importantly, what he's done with this football team, got him back to the playoffs, made him relevant. Bo Nix wasn't a highly, I'm not gonna say highly critical, but one of the top names to be on the rookie list as far as quarterbacks. And he was one of those quarterbacks that made it to the playoffs, and he's been playing great all season. So shout out to Sean Payton, what he's doing for that season, what he's doing for that young man and Bo Nix. This was just a learning curve, man. I mean, he got his feet wet. He knows what it feels like to be in that playoff atmosphere on the road in Buffalo, and you could take that back and learn it from him. Sean Payton is a champion himself, so he's been there. He's been to the mountaintop. He's won it. So I'm pretty sure this offseason, him and Bo Nix are having a lot of conversations, sitting down like, hey, look, good job, son, but, next year, this is what we're going to focus on. And we're going to try to build that team up. I think the Denver Broncos are going to be a threat for years to come with the way Sean Payton is, adjusting that roster from what it was when, he inherited. Well, no, Russell Wilson was already there. When Russell Wilson was there and changed everything around. But more so to back to the Buffalo Bills. I mean, Josh Allen did what he was supposed to do, right? You're going against a rookie, even though that defense, like I said, Denver Broncos have a great defense. You didn't put the football in harm's way. 20 for 26 attempts. You didn't have to throw the ball that much because you guys got that lead and you guys held it comfortably. And you ran the ball 44 times. James Cook, beasting on the ground, 23 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown. That'll get the job done. So now, you look back at this game, you're like, okay, cool. We got that out the way. First game out the way. Now we got to go in a redemption game against the Baltimore Ravens, and we're going to get into that in the next topic. So, I mean, this is definitely should be a feel-good game for the Buffalo Bills after seeing the Ravens just put foots all through the Pittsburgh Steelers. You got to do something. You're like, all right, they just blowing somebody out. We got to go blow somebody out. Let's go blow these guys out and, game plan for the next game. So, good job to the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen and them boys.
Agreed.
All right, we're going to move on over. Unfortunately, comes with great comes with
some sadness.
Disarray, disappointment. I'm not going to say disappointed because you know what? I was yelling more in the regular season than I did in this football game because I had the expectation that we're clearly the underdog. We're on the road, and I just want to see if we can make it a competitive game, right? If we can make it a competitive game, we can win. But Philadelphia Eagles did win this game 22-10, handling us soundly at home. Jordan Love, 0 touchdowns, 3 picks, literally the complete opposite of what he did to the Dallas Cowboys, where he threw 3 touchdowns and 0 picks.
Right.
Jalen Hurts, slow start. He's just coming back off that concussion, having played in about 2 or 3 weeks. Saquon Barkley just doing what he does, 25 carries and a $119.
Easy work.
My only bright light on my football team ended up getting hurt, and that was Josh Jacobs. He did what he could, but boy, if you was watching the game, we were dropping like flies. Once we lost our left guard, it was pretty much over for them. Over for my Green Bay Packers, because after that, we couldn't really establish nothing on offense anymore. And Jordan Love played a little bit more reckless than he should have. But even from the start of this football game, I was just like, yo, the God's not on our side. Because one, that should have been targeted. I don't care what anybody says. Leading with the crown of the helmet, making contact to the neck and head area just shows how incompetent the refereeing is on the very, very first play of the game. Not only that, the recovery was clear that Mixon had the ball, and granted, y'all took that away from him. So not only did you not call targeting, but you made the wrong call and giving Philly the ball, and they went down there and scored. But I give a good onus to my defense. They played a really good game. They held Philly for as much as they could, but it was just only so much you can do when your offense is giving you nothing.
Yeah,
nothing out there, man. So that's pretty much all I got for my Green Bay Packers, man. What was your take on this game?
It was tough. I did pick Philly, but for you, I would have liked to have been wrong on this one. As you know, I like Jordan Love a lot. I think he's got so much ability. But Bruce in the chat, he loves to say that Jordan Love has some Aaron Rodgers, he has some Brett Favre, but he's got more Brett Favre. And I think that clearly reared its head in this game. Now, with that said, that was also him trying to make a play and will his team, to victory. To me, even though he had 3 picks and no touchdowns, it looked different than Herbert's 4 picks, right?
Yeah.
Herbert's 4 picks were just bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think that Jordan Love guys were making the play on the ball where he was trying to make plays to his guys to, will them through the game. You know what I'm saying? I think it's different. And damn, G.
I mean, they did run out of injury cards, but we lost 7 starters.
Listen,
7. We lost our first. Well, we lost Christian Watson the week before. We lost our second, third receiver. We lost our left guard. We lost our center. We lost Josh Jacobs. We lost our middle linebacker. Bro, we was dropping. Like when I say I was in the fourth quarter, like, okay, just wave the white flag. We're done. Are we done, bro? Because before you know it, but the whole team gonna be going into the offseason recovering from injury instead of recovering for the next season, get ready for the offseason.
Hey, Transformer, you do know I'm a Notre Dame fan, right? I know a little something about dropping like flies. I know a little something about that. Steve would tell you.
Man.
But yeah, it's tough when you're watching your team and like seemingly every other play somebody's going down, man. That's hard.
It was especially when it's your best lineman. You're like your best, like as soon as he went out, Holden, number 76, Holden, number 76, Holden, number 76. I was like, yo, okay.
Yeah.
He was when you put a player in a headlock and then you get up after the flag was thrown, like ain't shit happened, bro. Right. Get off the field. You put him in a headlock, bro.
Check this out, though, Transformer. I would rather he get that holding call than he's getting beat like a drum and my quarterback's getting killed on the blind side.
True. Because it was Jalen Carter. That's a beast.
That's what I'm saying. Hold him if you have to. Better that than the alternative. That's my thought. I get it. The yards are punitive, but better that than the alternative. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. For your pain saying that happened to us this season before last. Something about injuries when you play Philly. Oh yeah, when they lost Brock Purdy in the first quarter. Yeah. That pretty much stopped the entire game, bro. The entire game.
Oh yeah, that was tough. Yeah.
That game,
he's a team freaking guy, man. I know he's hurt off that for real.
Too late to get the record. What record?
The rushing record. So remember towards the end of that game where he had a breakaway run, he could have scored on it, split. I guess, to keep the clock running. So he got down, and I guess they asked him about why'd you slide, and he was like, yo, it's too late to get the record anyway.
He said that? I thought he was just saying like, just out of respect and some other stuff. I didn't hear him say anything about a record.
It's tough, man.
That's funny. I'll go back and listen to it. I heard this. I mean, it was cool, man. Saquon Barkley, bro, you gotta love that kid, man.
Yeah, man. He's all
that
team.
Dude, he's humble.
Yes.
And he was just like, hey, man, I could have, because I remember him saying I could have pulled a hammy, or somebody chased me down could have pulled a hammy. He was like,
That's him trying to rationalize. You know.
Yeah.
But I did hear him say that. Yep. All right.
Yeah.
Next up.
Next,
this one hurt me, man. This one hurt me.
But this was a great game.
It was.
This was a great game. We're about to talk about it, though. The Washington Commanders and the rookie Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, man. That kid is for real.
Boy, is he
real?
We're gonna have a segment on him. But when the season's over, I definitely want to get that kid his flowers.
Yes, we will, because he's special.
That kid is special, boy.
I didn't think he was going to be like this. He's real freaking deal.
I thought, first of all, guys, I mean, the Washington Commanders won 23 to 20 to the Buccaneers. You guys know that by now. But Jaden Daniels went into Tampa with no sweat on his body, no sweat, no pressure, no cloud. Just, I'm here to do my thing.
This dude always looks like nothing bothers him. Like, that's an unusual freaking trait.
Focused, just locked in. Like, bro, going like when you go for it on fourth down that many times and you go and you look at the sideline, he goes, got that. Like, what? Like, there's no like look, no worry. Like, dang, he wants me to go for it on fourth down. All right, coming to the line, a little rattled, false start may happen. He just comes to it, no pressure. Like the ball, boom, make a play.
Make a play.
Like, boy, did this game shock me? Absolutely. But I more so, in my opinion, think Baker Mayfield kind of gave this game away in a sense.
With that late fumble?
That late fumble.
Yeah, that's killer. Because other than that, like, he was super efficient. No picks. 15 of 18, like
running the football.
Like that late fumble, man.
That late fumble. That missed that one piece of miscommunication on a drive that could have literally put the Commanders away, or at least flip the field. You gave it back to them in the red zone, and then they scored, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was only so much that defense could have did, because they literally just stopped them on fourth down. They turned it over on downs, and then 4 plays later, now they're right back in the same spot and have to go through that again, man. But
that was tough, man. That was but Baker has to live with that now. I mean, and the worst part for him is he's coming off a career best season in a lot of categories, man.
Yeah.
40 plus touchdowns, 4,500 passing yards. Like, he really lit it up, but none of that matters. You literally made the turnover that lost the game. I know he's going to beat himself up for a while over this.
Yeah. I wonder, you know what? I mean, hindsight 2020, but I wonder whose fault was it? Right. Because he clearly looked like he was trying to hand it, like, but the running back was like, nah, I'm going to keep going. Right, like this ain't the play for me. So I wonder whose miscommunication was it on? You know what I mean? It's going to go on Baker's shoulders, of course. But I'm like, as like knowing the play, what was the actual play?
Was it a bad snap? Was it
exactly right? Because the second time, when they was trying to go for trying to get the touchdown to go ahead instead of kicking that field goal, that was a bad snap. That wasn't on Baker. That was a center who just snapped the ball early. Nobody moved, and he just had to snatch and do whatever he could do with it. So
right.
But yeah, it was a good game, man. I mean, other than the turnover, Baker Mayfield played flawless to me.
He did.
He played flawless. Like, he played his game of football. It was just that one key turnover that really turned over the game. But man, Jaden Daniels, that kid is legit. That kid is freaking legit. I wish he was in the AFC and not the NFC, because now we got another problem. We got another problem, man.
Yeah, he's nice. He is nice, man. Why you wish he was? Wait. Why you wish he was in the AFC? We don't need another one of those in the AFC.
I said that like 10 minutes ago, bro. What you talking about?
My bad. It you know how sometimes
it finally clicked.
Late. Yeah, it was one of those.
Too late.
Nah, we got enough. We got enough killer QBs in the AFC. We don't need that.
Take him back up. Take him over there.
No.
He looks like he plays like he belongs in the AFC.
No. I mean, yes, he does, but y'all can have him. We don't need that.
No, I'm just saying. It's already tough as hell.
We already got to deal with Stroud and Burrow and freaking Mahomes boy and it's too much. We good.
Take on another.
No.
The more the merrier. The beast of the AFC.
No, sir. Sir. Drake May is about to be another one. No. Bo Nix looking all right. No, we don't need another one. We good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, I'm just trying to make a trade.
No, we don't need a trade, man.
We'll take Trevor Lawrence over here or something. We'll take Aaron Rodgers. and just put Aaron Rodgers back in the NFC. Y'all get Jaden Daniels, man. We'll take Aaron Rodgers. We'll take that swap. But anyway, we'll move on. Good job, Jaden Daniels, a rookie.
Yeah, man.
He's one of now, I believe, 4 rookies to win their first rookie season playoff game. Ain't it on the road? Or is it the third? I think it's the third or the fourth.
Probably. Was Sanchez a rookie when he did it?
Yes.
Okay, so there you go, Mark Sanchez.
I think he made it to the AFC Championship game that year.
Right, he did. Mark Sanchez, Jaden Daniels. Who's the other one I always think about? CJ Stroud. No, I think his first one was at home. He did win his first playoff game, but it was at home.
It was a low key name. It's not even a big name.
Yeah, that's something you have to look up.
We'll look it up. Tyler, where you at? What are you doing? Tyler, do the math. I don't think Big Ben had a home field.
That would have been a home game. Yeah. Remember how good the Steelers were back then? Not like now, Steve.
Yeah. I can't remember. Look it up, Tyler. And Steve, you do the dang thing. The Steelers already lost. You with me at home. We ain't doing no research now. Right. But anyway, we'll move on. We want to definitely
watch the Ravens and see how a playoff team looks. You know what I'm saying? You could do that.
Oh, that's crazy work just for that. Picking the Bills. All right,
hey, we here for you, man.
No, you picked the Eagles, bro. You picked the Eagles.
No, I know I picked the Eagles, but I'm saying we here for you now, so you can look at us and see how team building should look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm here for you.
You got 4 Super Bowls. What you mean team building? What does that mean? Who's talking about?
You got 4 Super Bowls since when, man?
Since we created the mother effer, man. We created the damn Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 1, 1966, right? Yes, I know. So
in 67.
And yes, I know. I know you have your 4. I know you have 4 since 66. Ravens got 2 since what? 96? I'll take that.
I mean, but you said team like watching team building. We build great teams.
But the Ravens still playing, and I'm just saying. Anyway, let's move right along.
Definitely picking the Bills. All right. Last game.
Let's get to the last game, yeah.
Last game of the wild card weekend. The Rams, and me and Bruce definitely picked this one. The Rams beat the brakes off of the pumpkin turning Sam Darnold. We called it all season.
All season.
We were waiting on the pumpkin.
Games, the 2 most important games. What happened?
One, your hydraulics in your chair okay? Because that was
I didn't know. I dropped it on. No, I dropped it on purpose. Yeah.
Okay. We don't need you falling on camera, bro. That'll be hilarious.
I know it will be. It'll probably go viral.
Definitely go viral. The Rams dominate the Minnesota Vikings 27-9.
Yes, they did.
Oh boy! I mean, what do you want to say other than Sam Darnold was seeing ghosts again?
That's so funny because I was like texting with some of my other guys. Yes, Kyron the Siren is greater than Sam Darnold. Yes, indeed. Go Irish. You know what I wanted to actually say in all seriousness, Transformer, man? I wanted to shout out your guy, Jared Verse, man. Big plays out there. Big plays.
Yes, sir.
He had a sack, and then, of course, he had the scoop and score, right? Yeah, man, that's big. Overall, tied an NFL playoff record, 9 sacks. So that Rams defense is getting ferocious, and it really is impressive, and it's testament to their coaching and how hungry the young guys are that they're doing this without, in the year immediately following the loss of a guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer, they're getting after it like that. So very impressed. I knew they would win, but I didn't know they were going to dominate like that. And then again, you look at Sam Darnold, who it just wasn't impressive, just did not have a good game, 25 of 40, just airmailing passes all over the place. So a QBR of 13.6.
They tied the record. Okay.
Yeah, I said they tied the record, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I thought they broke it, but it was 9. They tied it. You're right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, the Sam Darnold thing, man, I don't want to beat down Sam Darnold, but it was so annoying to me. Granted, he had a great year. Okay, career year, I believe. And that was cool. Definitely. But I don't know what made people think okay, he had this great year, but he was suddenly going to become a different guy. All you had to do was wait. This was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And again, not just in the playoff game, which is really bad, but in the game to decide the number 1 overall seed, he played badly as well. Like, I knew that was going to happen like that. Your thoughts, man?
You're right. I was hoping that it happened against us the second go round.
Right.
But Detroit literally laid down the blueprint.
It sure did.
On making Sam Darnold turn back into a pumpkin. And all Sean McVay had to do was follow the blueprint. Pressure him. Get to him. Right? They got 2 of the greatest dogs out of FSU, right? Man. That came out of the draft. Go get them. Just go get them. And that's what they did all night. And it rattles. It rattled Sam Darnold to the point where he just, like I said, he couldn't recover. He was just one play, I think in the third quarter. He snapped it and like he was trying to get to his read and he like made a quick like left look because he was worried that somebody was coming to sack him. Like, with nobody near him, it was his own player. And he just had to quick look like, man, I'm about to get smoked. No, bro, you're seeing ghosts, right? They're here again. That's how much you're getting touched tonight. Pause. Yeah, but
no, absolutely.
No. Sam Darnold. Do you think he's going to get a contract?
Yeah. So what he's going to get is money somewhere. Because he's shown that in the right system with good coaching, he can be a solid quarterback, right? So they're probably going to give him where the market is now. They're going to give him somewhere around that Baker Mayfield type contract.
Yeah. What, 35 a year?
3 years, $100 million, somewhere around there, right? So that's what he's going to get. I don't know why they were talking about giving this dude $50 million before. Like, really? He'd had to win a chip to get that from me. Because
who said that?
Cowherd and a whole bunch of people in the sports media. But we've seen too much bad football over the years from this guy to get that. So
this is his only good season.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. We saw what Kirk Cousins was like when he left that same team. Kirk Cousins put up these numbers before.
Yeah. And if we're real,
the playoffs and did that. Yeah.
If we're real, it wasn't the same coach, but Case Keenum a few years ago, took right before Kirk Cousins took Minnesota to 13 wins in the damn NFC title game. Case Keenum. So
that's he beat the Saints.
I believe
that was the miracle, the miracle throw.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt, Steve. You're right. He definitely is, and he's been in love with Darnold for years. So I've just been waiting for Darnold to turn back into his old self. So that definitely held a little more fascination for me. And yes, great point. He's a Trojan, so we can't have any success for him. Absolutely, Steve. Absolutely.
No, dude. But back to these Rams. I said this in the podcast before, maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. The Rams. What? Damn, Brucey, he got it. That's what I was about to say.
There you go.
The Rams are scary, dude. They're scary when they got.
I believe that's exactly what we said last week, right?
Yeah.
The way they're playing now, they're scary.
They're scary. They won 9 out of 2. They started the season 1-4, and everybody was like, yeah, it's time. Trade everybody away. Matt Stafford is getting old. It's time for him to, saddle up the bags and go ahead and get up out of here. 9-2 was the run that they went on to get in the playoffs. 9-2. And then you go in the first game against a formidable opponent. Brian Flores' defense has been, elite this year, playing great. McDowell, the coach, Minnesota's coach.
O'Donnell.
O'Donnell. Yeah. O'Connell. There you go.
Kevin O'Connell.
You go out there and you just deliver a massacre on their turf. I mean, not on the turf, like at home. Like, that really does say a lot for the championship pedigree that they still have with the young guys. Like, for a minute, bro, I thought Aaron Donald was out there.
I think there's only like 1 or 2. Yeah, it's only 2 players on that team that were on that team, right?
Exactly.
Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford, right? I think everybody else is gone.
I believe everybody else is gone. And I'm looking at it wrong. Higbee was there. I think Higbee was there.
Okay, there you go.
Higbee was there. Robinson, no, he wasn't there.
Yeah, Bruce. Everybody knows McVay is a really, really good coach. Because think about it, now you're seeing guys coming off of his tree, going around the league.
We got one of them.
Raheem Morris is one of them.
Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur is one of them. Mike LaFleur is another one. Freaking obviously Kevin O'Connell. So yeah, And these guys aren't just coming off the tree; they're coming off the tree and having relative success. So, yeah,
great,
no, that's
great success. All of my playoff teams.
Yeah, he's a really good coach. Absolutely, Bruce. You're 100% right.
Correct. But man, that team is scary, man. From what they just put on the Minnesota Vikings, I'm leaning towards them to beat Philly. That kind of swayed me a little bit. I'm like, yo,
man.
If they like this, boy, Philly got a problem. Philly got a little bit more of a problem than worried about Detroit so early.
That's a tough match.
And it's going to be tougher for Philly to have to battle the Rams. And if they get by, then they got to go battle Detroit. That's a tough triple threat right there, man. Yeah, it honestly will be. And they're going to be without Nakobe Dean for the remainder of the season, Philly. So, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that in the very next topic.
Yeah, we will.
But yeah, Rams dominate 27-9. It was a game that I wish that we could have gave the Minnesota Vikings, and that's a good old butt cutting to end the season. But
right.
Good old butt cutting.
Yeah.
But that's it, man. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said that's wrapping up the wild card games. Did you want to merge division?
That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take it right into that, and then we'll open up the lines after we do the pick 'em.
Sounds good to me, brother. Sounds good to me. Sure. So that was the wrap up for week 1. We're now going to get into the divisional round of the playoffs. We're going to start about Saturday, January the 18th, the Super Bowl back-to-back defending champs. We're going to be hosting a playoff game against the Texans. They are favored by 8.5 points at home. Brucey, who you got? Not Brucey, Bruce. Who you got? My bad. I mean, Brucey's
which one? Oh, we start with the Texans and the Texans and the Chiefs, right? I gotta go with the champs, man. I in this game definitely gotta go with the champs here. So I'm not so worried about Stroud. I think it's gonna be like 8 degrees. I'm not so worried about him playing in the cold. This guy was at Ohio State for 3 years, right? He can handle that. But that's still an indoor team that's used to playing in the dome and coming from Texas, where you get periodical bad weather, but they just may not be conditioned for that. And even beyond that, man, we know that Andy Reid is an outstanding head coach, coming off a bye. We know that Spags is one of the best big game coordinators in the game defensively. And, Pat Mahomes seems really laser focused on trying to win that championship, being the first team ever to three-peat. I got to go with Kansas City here. I can't see. Now, that's why you got to play the games, but I can't see it. Kansas City's going to win here.
Yeah, Kansas City. Moving on.
Yeah.
Kansas City had 3 weeks off.
Yeah.
They're gunning for something way bigger than the Texans, and the Texans aren't even on the radar. So I think they're going to handle them very, very quickly, and get this game out of the way. Yeah, I got the Chiefs. I got nothing else to say about that. I'll worry about the Chiefs when the AFC championship come up. Moving on, we're going to get back to the NFC. That divisional playoff game is going to be the Commanders going to Detroit to play the Lions. The Lions favored by 9.5.
Okay, I think this is where the magical run ends, man. Injuries or not, the Lions, man, they're so good. They can beat you in so many ways. And I think they just believe. I think it just doesn't matter. Like, this is a really, really good football team. I'm definitely going Lions here.
I agree with you. That offense is tricky, and Sonic is running that football like crazy. Jahmyr Gibbs. I mean, oh gosh. I mean, what weapon do they not? They have receivers. They got tight ends.
They got
offensive linemen. They got a running back.
2 outstanding coordinators. Aaron Glenn calls a fantastic,
motivated ass Dan Campbell as a head coach. Boy, I mean, 9.5, I'm not shocked about. Do I expect it? Kind of.
No, I don't think they're going to cover that.
I think they can.
Yeah, I'm not with the gambling and the odds and all that, but Washington is playing really good football right now. I don't think they're going to cover that.
You don't think so?
Nah, man.
Especially with what's his name? Azar, the middle linebacker that plays for Detroit that has the cast on his arm. Anzalone? Oh,
Anzalone. Yeah.
Anzalone. Anzalone's back.
Yeah. Now, Detroit, I don't think they cover, but they will win.
Okay.
Washington is good, man.
They're good.
I hate to say it, but Washington, that's a good football team, bro.
Yeah.
They're good.
You want them in the AFC? Want to make a trade? We'll take the Jets.
Man, what's wrong with you, man? Why you
Man.
you trying to make everything harder on us and easier for y'all, man? Come on, man. What we doing?
Just trying to get back to the promised land, bro. Don't be hating on us. All right.
Man, look, we too worried about that ourselves. We're not trying to make our road any tougher.
All right. You got the Lions. I got the Lions. I definitely agree with that one. So we're going to move on over to Sunday. We were just talking about the Rams, but the Rams are going to be visiting the Philadelphia Eagles. Phillies favored by 6.5. Who do you got in that game?
I got Philly. I think Jalen Hurts has another week back off of that concussion. I think he is going to look better than he looked in the previous game. I think that Philadelphia's defense is really good, and I think Matt Stafford, he is known to be a guy that may throw you one or two, and so I am going to go with Philly here, and I think that Kyron the Siren, aka Saquon Light, is going to have a good game, but the Rams are going to lose.
Give me Notre Dame's running back Kyron the Siren to seal the deal in Philly. Give me Kyron the Siren to seal the deal in Philly. Give it to me. Give it to me, bro. Okay. I got the Rams, man. I said it weeks ago that the Rams are scary. They're a very, very scary football team.
You did.
They've been here before, right? Sean McVay's been here. Matt Stafford's been here. His two receivers are elite. His running back is elite. That defensive line is elite, and they are clicking on all cylinders right now.
So his two receivers are elite, but Cooper Kupp is not the same. You can see it. Puka Nacua is playing out of his mind, but Cooper Kupp is not. He's not playing anywhere near like what he used to.
Who made a big play last week in Minnesota? Cooper Kupp. That's all you need him for.
No, you're right.
When I need you, when that number's getting called, what's his number? No, what's his number? 10. I almost said 11. When number 10 is called,
make the play.
Make the play. That's all you need Cooper Kupp for. All the pressure's going to be on Nacua. So expect Kyron the Siren to get some heavy ground game because Nakobe Dean is going to be out. All right. So you're going to have to your offensive tackles are going to have to generate pressure against Jalen Carter and them boys that's trying to seal up the middle. But this is going to be a great game. I think this might be one of the better shootout games other than the Commanders and the Lions. I think this is going to be a great shootout game. I don't like what I'm seeing from Jalen Hurts. Ooh, I'm getting a little fidgety. I think I have deja vu. Philly might win. But I don't like what I'm seeing from Jalen Hurts right now. That could be the rust coming off of the concussion. And then the whole AJ Brown situation. It's just like he can't get to him. Right. So I think that might play a role. And again, you're playing against a great coach, Sean McVay, who doesn't lose. And if he does lose, it's by one. So I don't think Philly's going to cover. That's for one. But I do think the Rams are ultimately going to win this football game. So I got the Rams on the road.
All right.
Kyron the Siren. Go Irish, man. Go Irish. Let's go.
Not mad at that. Always go Irish. I'm good with that.
All right.
Always good with that.
We're going to move on over to the final football game, and that is going to be the rematch, the heavyweight bout, the showdown, the clash of the two Titans that are gunning for MVP. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and the Baltimore Ravens are going to be traveling to the windy New York Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen on standby.
And Amari Cooper. Not bad.
What'd you say?
James Cook and Amari Cooper.
Oh, you're naming the player. I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Yeah,
with James Cook and Amari Cooper. I don't have to ask the question.
You do not.
Why?
No, I think Buffalo plays a better game this time around. They don't get smoked like they did last time, but I do think that Baltimore wins this game because I don't think, again, you know where I'm going with this. I don't think that if Todd Monken gives Derrick Henry that rock, 25 times or more, I don't think anybody can beat this Buffalo team. You just like you said, give that horse the rock, pause, get on his back, and ride him to the promised land. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. I mean, and off of that, look at how easy the game becomes for Lamar. And not that the game is hard for Lamar as is, but look how much easier it becomes for Lamar. He's already playing lights out. But you combine that with a damn running back running for $150 or more, F.O. get about it. Better shout it. You know what I'm saying? That's done. That's done.
That's a throwback right there.
Yeah.
Man, I like that.
Yeah. JJP, shout out. But yeah, that's done right there. You're not winning that game if Derrick Henry is toting the rock like that. Correct. Exactly. Thank you, Tyler.
I'm gonna go with Vegas on this one. I got the Bills.
Oh no, Vegas has Baltimore.
Baltimore about 1.
Yeah.
That's
so
not
you got
good.
the Bills outright?
Outright.
That Vegas knows something.
Vegas knows something.
They always do, don't they?
Tyler, it's not about the favorites, it's the number.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, that's not even the normal 3 points for a home game. Like they know something.
Nah,
but
they know something.
I'm going with Baltimore here.
Some odd reason I don't wish nothing.
No.
Somebody knows something.
Somebody does know something. But
somebody knows something.
Again, to me, this is too easy. Give Derrick Henry that rock 25 plus times and let him tote it, and you will not lose. Like that's it.
But we know Todd Monken can forget that sometimes.
He sure can. He sure the hell can.
He sure can. So
he sure the hell can.
The weather is going to be 16 degrees
in
New York. Night game, 6:30 Sunday night. Oh, but I want to say Ravens, but boy, Vegas is screaming Bills right now to me. It's screaming Bills. Who do they want to win the MVP? Josh Allen.
Don't do it to yourself.
Who do you want to win MVP? Josh Allen.
We want Josh Allen to be the MVP.
Who do you want the face in the AFC to be besides Patrick Mahomes?
Josh Allen. Yeah.
Give me the Bills. I'm gonna go with the Bills. Both of my Sunday night games are gonna be upsets. Because even though Baltimore's favored, they're favored by 1. I don't like that. I do not like that at all. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Interesting.
No, Laker Nation, bro. Hey, Laker Nation. I'm good. I'm gonna go with the Bills. And 1G pissed me off earlier. So
hey man, you don't gotta punish me for that.
No, I ain't punishing y'all. I just don't like that spread. That spread is tricky, man. It's tricky. Sometimes you go with your gut, but sometimes you gotta ride with Vegas. Man. Is Zay Flowers gonna be coming back? Will he be back?
I thought I saw that he's supposed to I thought I saw that he should be back for this game.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me look it up here. Zay Flowers.
Yeah.
I thought I saw that he was supposed to be back for this game. Missed his practice with knee injury as Buffalo draws closer.
He missed
outside
practice.
Chance. Yeah. As of 6 hours ago, Ravens wide receiver has outside chance to face Bills. So, it's only Wednesday, man, and that's Sunday night.
Put him back in that code.
There's a lot of time. But again,
knee injury. Have you had a knee injury in the code? It's not good.
I tore my meniscus, but obviously that's not. I've never had a major knee injury. No.
But did you tear where'd you tear that?
Germany.
It gets cold in Germany, but
I dealt with a little chill over there. But I know what you're trying to say, but I never had to deal with it like that. So I get it.
Like in a like you wasn't running around playing football. That's
no, correct. I certainly was not. No, but again, I think that Zay Flowers is obviously a key component of this offense. But if you can continue to just let Derrick Henry and Lamar run the ball, I think you can get by another week and give Zay Flowers another week to recover. Because what you will need him for is Kansas City. So
you will need him against Kansas City.
Correct.
Yeah. You're not going to just go run heavy.
Yeah. I say try to go without him. See what you can do. I think they'll be.
Zay Flowers, Austin Powers. How many hours? Give me Ravens by 30. No, it's not gonna be a blowout. I think this is definitely gonna be end of the fourth quarter. Controversial call. Yay or say could be against the Ravens. Buffalo Bills get a shot. Josh Allen gets a drive. They kick a field goal, win by 2.
You're talking real greasy right now. So
Vegas does this bull crap all the time. I see it. I smell it. It's like,
yeah, there's something going on.
I'm not big into controversy, but I'm big on following Vegas. Follow them. They say follow the money. Follow the money. Right? They've been trying to get Josh Allen on this pedestal for God knows how long. They finally got the MVP. Right? Who's running for MVP right now that the other community is screaming to get? Lamar Jackson. They can't let Lamar Jackson win that game. They can't let it.
Look, you don't have to worry about that.
For the Josh Allen piece.
All Todd Monken got to do is give Derrick Henry that ball 25 plus times.
He might need it 30 today. He might need it 30 on Sunday.
Give it to him 30. Give it to him 30. 200 yards on the ground. Give it to him 30. Hand it to him. Over and over and over. Yes.
I will say whoever wins this football game wins MVP because they haven't announced it yet.
Yeah.
They'll flip it.
Realistically, the votes are supposed to be in, but who knows if they'll cheat and
they'll change it and flip it. Especially if one gets smoked. Oh yeah, you definitely giving it to the other person. Because now you're just gonna look stupid. It'll really look stupid, right? But yeah, that's my pick, man. Let's go ahead and open up them phone lines, brother. I want to hear what the audience has to say.
Let's do it. All right, y'all know what time it is. Yeah.
I got no general because the roster, Ravens got it.
Yes.
Quarterback, Ravens got it. Running back, Ravens got it. Hell, receiver, well, they don't got it because he's out. But
All right, let's take this.
But Vegas, boy.
Laker Nation, what's good, my brother?
Yeah.
I got to call in first.
Go for it, man.
First thing I'm gonna say, glory be to God for all the people in LA, and
yes,
waking us up in the morning.
Facts.
Glory be to God always.
Absolutely.
First thing I want to say is Bruce, man. I love your show, man. You a stand-up dude, but why you always slamming my teams, man?
What you talking about now, man? What I do you this time, Laker Nation?
USC at home chilling. Why you got to bring them on the podcast?
Well, no, because Sam Darnold, and that was Steve, man. He just reminded me.
Steve said that.
That was Steve. Steve started that, but it's true though. I can't,
Yeah, but you're the host of the show.
I know, man.
You can't say you could have ignored it.
Man, you had to get that dig in, though. You had to get that.
Come on, man. I'm an Irish fan. What you want me to do, man?
Man, we all know USC quarterbacks are trash in the league, man. But you have to bring it. Leave USC out of it. I'm gonna say one thing before I say my pick. I love Harbaugh too, man. He's a Jim Harbaugh. He's a great coach, but I was only speaking the truth. Play in playoffs in the league, he ain't pulled through. In those big games. You know what I'm saying? In the Super Bowl that we played against y'all, if it wasn't for the lights out, that shit was over in the first half.
Yes.
Against the Legion of Boom, why would you go to? Well, I blame the quarterback too. Why would you throw to Crabtree a 1-on-1 against Sherman?
Sorry ass player like Crabtree.
Don't you ever talk about me. Who was talking about you? Crabtree.
And
he scared the hell out of that lady. That was terrible.
Boy, listen.
Man, you can't. Man, you can't make that throw. But one thing I want to point out is I got to side with my Laker guy Transformer on this. When they got his pack got 4 chips. So
yeah, I know.
They Reggie White and them put our boys out, man. After we won the chip, and in the wild card. So,
95 and
Rest in
96.
peace.
That's
Thank you.
right.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
yeah. But I still eat. I still love to eat that cheese though.
Stupid.
They love putting us out, bro. I don't know. We can't get over the hump of beating the 49ers for some odd reason. They love putting us out of the playoffs. We'll beat them in the regular season, fine. But them lights get bright, like, I don't know. Just can't figure it out.
But my disclaimer is I need somebody to prove me wrong. I don't think nobody's putting them Chiefs out this year. So I think I got them. I think it's going to be close in the beginning, but I think the Chiefs is going to pull out. Pull out, Paul. The Chiefs is going to win the game in the second half, and it's not going to be close.
Against the Texans.
Yeah.
I agree.
With the Bills and the Ravens, I think that's going to be the closest game.
Mm-hmm.
But if your coordinator, like I said, it's going to come down to the last possession. If they can keep, if they can control the clock, I got the Ravens. But if they try to be a shootout, then it's going to be the Bills. If they try to air it out, it's going to be Josh Allen is playing ridiculous this year. But I'm going with the Ravens. NFC, I got the Lions over the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Lions over the Commanders. And I hate those damn ugly ass wings on those green helmets. So I don't get them. I'm going with the Rams on this one. That's going to be my upset pick. I'm going with the Rams, even though they are division rivals. I'm still rolling with my hometown. I'm going with Cali.
All right.
I got to. So those are my picks. But Bruce, I know you on cloud 9 right now, but man, stay humble until you win the chip.
Yes, sir. We're hanging in there.
And one thing I'm gonna say before I let you go.
Yeah.
I respect Notre Dame for being a Christian school, but I still hate them.
Okay.
And just like that.
And the nail in the coffin and what put fire on there was that damn Manti Te'o. We had him coming to LA, and at the last minute he gonna spurn us to go to Notre Dame. And boy, I was the happiest man in the world when they lost that natty.
That was uncalled for. Man.
Hey, I had to get my shot back. You took a shot on my Trojan.
You're right. Because we ain't lose that natty. We got, oh my gosh. Oof.
You fired the shot first, so I had to return 5.
I told you it was Steve, man.
Steve said don't put him in that. Steve said don't put me in that. Don't put that on me.
Oh man.
Well, I can't talk to Steve, so I got to talk to
No. Hey, listen, man. I deserve that. But that's a painful memory, man. Because that was
leave my Trojans alone. They're at home chilling,
minding their business.
But guess what?
They're minding their own business.
Y'all got to come to South Bend and see us next year, bro. So it's all good.
We want the smoke.
Okay. You ain't got no choice but to come get it.
We want the smoke.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Hey, we don't stay down. We don't stay down for long.
Fair enough. Let's see what
we got no choice. We in that Big Ten now. We got no choice. We got to step up. But all right, that's my pick.
All right.
I don't know if y'all agree or disagree, but those are my picks for this
I like them. I like that Rams pick. I
so
think Rams is definitely going to be a big upset this week.
That's going to be, I don't see it, but that's going to be a hell of a game. But thank you for the call, Laker Nation. I appreciate you. Man.
I think they will. I think they will. They got championship pedigree too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
so I think they will.
No doubt.
I like it.
I appreciate the call, brother.
All right, no problem.
All right, man.
Laker Nation.
G, what's good? Bruce, give us a call, man. I see you. What up, G? But why you always talking when you muted, man?
having whole conversations.
Whole conversation.
Turn the mic on, stupid.
Everybody wake up, man. Y'all sound like y'all beat down. Bruce, you must be tired as fuck. Transformer, keep that same energy, bro. Like, I like that energy. But Bruce sound like, yeah, I'm very cold, Bruce. Man, go sell right now. And I did a show earlier.
I took melatonin.
I took melatonin so I can go to bed at 10 o'clock. Hey, yo, hold on. I gotta give y'all my picks, man. Like real quick, quick.
All right, hold on. Go ahead, give us some picks. Hey, Bruce, man, G gonna give us his picks, then you up next, man. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, man, listen, man, Selefsky and the whole group of real Ravens fans might be checking in down in Buffalo to show our support. It's supposed to be 8 degrees. I'm sure Tyler already told y'all.
Nah.
But we got a van and shit that we driving up to Buffalo.
That's a long ride. It's about 9 hours. That's a little ride.
That's a 9-hour ride.
On the road to riches and diamond rings. Listen, on the road to riches and diamond rings.
Sheesh.
There it is. Yeah, it is. There it is. All right. I don't gotta say no more. But Ravens Bills.
The Ravens, the song I sing. Oh man, go ahead, no, bro.
Listen, man, I like the Ravens. I want the Texans to win, man, but I don't know, man. Like, this has been a physical playoffs thus far. Like, it's been a lot of heavy hits. And I don't know, sometimes if you don't put I hope the Chiefs didn't take their pads off. They pulling flags during practice, because if not, man, they gonna get owned by the Texans, because them boys been hitting. They've been hitting. And so that's a tough one for me, but I still gotta go with the Chiefs. However, I'm rooting for the Texans because I want another home game, being as though I picked the Ravens to beat the Bills. I don't know who Bruce picked, because you never know with that guy. You know what I mean? You never know with that guy, man. He said what was the term that he said? Transformer. I gotta be. What was it? You remember?
Objective.
I gotta be objective. Yeah. Be objective.
Objective. Yeah. He said that early on. Yeah. We on a 5-game winning streak, and if Bruce had his way, we'd be in Cabo with the Steelers. You know what I mean? But that's my guy. I ain't gonna shoot him in the head too much. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna take him out the pasture. But I will say, I gotta go with the Chiefs, bro. Like, I think the Chiefs was probably gonna do their thing. I'm not mad if the Texans win. I'm actually excited, because then that's another, below 10 degree weather game that I can attend. Being as though we're gonna stomp mud holes in the Bills. The Commanders and the Lions, that's my upset game right there.
Okay.
Willie B, I don't know if he on here, but that's my dog too. He die hard, man. You don't see this motherfucker only wear blue, bro. Like, that's it. He only wear Lions blue. Like, I never see him in anything else, dog. Like, you don't have no other colors in his wardrobe except that line. I can't make this shit up, yo. And if anybody know I'm telling the truth, yo, they will definitely be in the comments and vouch for me. And then last but not least, my son said the Rams is gonna beat the Eagles because LA is on fire. That was his thing. And they like a good narrative here. So yeah, they got
Interesting.
Yeah. That's all I got.
No doubt.
Rapid fire now.
Is it rapid fire?
Fire talks. Rapid fire. Rapid fire now. All right. Let me
Hey, Bruce. Oh, my bad.
Nah, I ain't got nothing else, bro.
Okay. Bruce, go ahead. Call us back, man. Call us back. Waiting on you.
Yeah, he should have just stayed on the line. I don't understand what's wrong with Big Bro.
I didn't even pick it up. I didn't pick it up.
Oh man, you should have picked up, yo.
It started ringing while you was talking, so I just denied the call and said, "Hold on." Yeah.
Hey, yeah, man. My daughter, she had a game today.
Bruce, what up?
How y'all feeling today? Am I clear?
Yeah, you good. You good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay, first of all, I got the Rams beating Philly because Jalen Hurts hasn't been playing. He has regressed since the Super Bowl year that he lost to the Chiefs. He hasn't been the same quarterback these past 2 years. And Philly defense is awesome, but I just believe that the LA Rams are a bad matchup for Philly. The Rams are a better team than what people give them. They won 9 out of 11. They're very dangerous. They got a young stud defensive line. They got a nice steady secondary. Kyron Williams, I didn't know light skinned guys, pretty boys could be a beast like that, have that dog in them like that, but they did. You know, I shouldn't be judging light skinned people like that, pretty boys. But the kid Kyron Williams is a dog at running back.
Kyron the Siren, go Irish.
Kyron the Siren is a beast. I'm like, wow. I actually sat back the other day and like watched like a season highlight. Oh yeah, he's tough. He ain't no finesse runner. He's tough. Puka Nacua, he's in the top 5. He's probably in the top 5 as far as young stud wide receivers that's coming up. He's tough. He's physical. Puka Nacua reminds me of a young, who was a physical, tough. Like a run route that was tough though, wide receiver. I like an Anquan Bolden.
Nah, he's not that. No. Puka Nacua more like
he ain't that strong.
Welker type.
Yeah.
Welker? No, he's big. He's tougher than Welker.
He's a little. Welker used to get killed across the middle. Just get up and go some more. Nah, nah.
Welker wasn't afraid of that middle. Man.
Huh?
I said Welker wasn't afraid of that middle.
Yes. As far as Philly, I just don't think that they're gonna need in the playoffs the game's short. Saquon going to do but so much. I just believe Jalen Hurts is limited as far as his pass. If you go back and look at, while we on the phone real quick, somebody look at Jalen Hurts' passing percentage and his passing completion and his passing yards for the past 5 games, real quick. If somebody can help me with that, he's not as good as pass everybody think he is.
His completion percentage or his what are you asking for?
Well, like what's his passing stats for the past like 4 games? Like his rate QB. What's his QBR? Let's give me his QBR for the past 4 games.
Hold on, this ain't showing me the QBR, but it's giving me the stats though. Give me a second.
Yeah.
QBR.
Give me his QBR real quick. Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Why is that not giving you the QBR? It just gives me the completion percentage. They don't care about QBR on ESPN no more? Bruce, can you see QBR?
For Hurts?
Yes, QBR for Hurts. For his past 4 games.
Give me a second. I got you.
That garbage.
How you feeling? How you feeling, Bull?
You already know, big dog. You already know.
You going up
got quarterback rating.
Yeah, man. Me and Tyler going to me, Tyler, and a couple other crews going to Buffalo watch the game. I don't know. I don't even know what the hell that entails. It's gonna be epic either way. We coming, you know what I'm saying? We coming back with Josh Allen fucking helmet. I can tell you that. I can tell you that, bro.
Boy, y'all some penguins, boy. I love being in that damn cold, boy.
Hey, man, listen. We trying. Listen.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
This time next year, you're gonna be singing the same song. I told Bruce the same shit.
Okay, there we go. All right.
I know Bruce leaky, but I told him the same shit. You're not really a Ravens fan until you go to a game in January, bro. It changed your outlook.
True.
Yeah, it changed your outlook. It get crazy down there, bro. It get crazy, man. Motherfuckers get medieval down there when the cold weather. They can't say we don't play in cold weather. You feel me? They can't say that because Smash Mouth football is cold weather. I'm still high off the
that's pretty good.
Steelers win.
What's his QBR?
Why does it go backwards? Okay, there.
So I got you got the average transformer. I got the.
I don't have that. I got 62.3 against Green Bay. That's what you're saying. No,
the last 4 QBR.
What's his QBR?
QBR against the Jets 71.6. QBR against New England the week before, 27.9. QBR against the Lions, 95.7. QBR versus the Rams, 92.
You looking at playoff games, or we talking about just last?
Oh, just
games,
the past
period?
4 games. Past 4 games.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the average right quick.
Is this yards? How many yards does he throw for? These past, like, what is yardage is, real quick?
Hold on. Get the yardage transformer.
I need to see what Bruce was looking at. Them ain't the last 4 games he played in.
Those are the last 4 games he played in, right?
They can't.
Green Bay. We won't count Washington because that's when he got hurt. Pittsburgh, Carolina, Baltimore.
So
them his last 4 games.
The last 4? That last 4 games.
Oh, that's weird.
We on a 5-game winning streak. And
why the hell
play
that
Philly? Using ChatGPT.
Okay, I'm gonna continue talking.
You played Philly on December 1st.
Okay.
You played Philly December 1st.
While I'm talking, somebody just go ahead and check and see if this last 2 or 3 games. Well, I got Washington upset Detroit.
Oh.
Detroit defense is
I looked up Josh Allen.
feel as though
it hurts. That's why.
I feel as though
My bad.
My bad, Brucey. Go ahead.
I feel as though Jaden Daniels is ready. He's seasoned. Y'all forget, Jaden Daniels played for like 70 college games. He played for like 2 different colleges. He's been in big games. This is nothing. That's why he's so poised. He's stoic. I believe Jaden Daniels practice stoicism because he's so calm and cerebral in the game. It's like nothing phases him. Like I just have never seen anything like that. I feel as though Detroit's defense got big holes in it. Big holes. Too many injuries. What happened?
No, I'm looking at these passer rating numbers.
Yeah, he was giving you Josh Allen's, not Jalen Hurts.
That's
why I was looking at the team. Like, he ain't play those teams. That's an AFC schedule.
Jaden Daniels, he's poised. He's ready. I think that's going to be the upset of the weekend. I think they're going to knock off Detroit.
Nah.
I think Detroit will be a little rusty.
Nah.
They haven't played, 2 or 3 weeks? Yes.
They played the last game of the season.
In the world. Huh?
Hey,
they played the last game of the season.
Somebody gonna come in. One of these teams ain't gonna make it, bro. One of these teams that got the bye ain't gonna make it.
I gotta be in Detroit. I gotta be in Detroit because of their defensive edge. I think Jaden Daniels, he's poised, he's ready to go. He's playing like a 10-year vet. He's playing like he's been here before.
He's playing like he's been here before.
He's playing like he's been here before. Okay, Kansas City, Houston. I got Kansas City, Houston. I got Kansas City sniffing by. They're gonna be a little rusty coming off the bye, but they're gonna get by. I'm gonna give CJ Stroud his flowers. He haven't played well in the regular season this year, but hey, in big moments last week, he came through when he had to. People don't give Houston that defense the credit they deserve after the Ravens waxed them on Christmas, but they got some young studs on defense that's athletic. But it's looking like that Kansas City, Baltimore AFC Championship game is destined to happen. I know, Bruce. I know earlier I told you I'm gonna go to the next game. I know earlier I told you I was a little skeptical for Zay Flowers not playing, but I had to sit back and recollect. If we follow the same formula against if we did Pittsburgh,
I think that's all they need to do, man.
That's all they need to do.
Yeah, I believe that.
That defense is soft up the middle. I think it's not going to be close as people think it's going to be. I think no. Then again, it's going to be closer than the first game. Let me.
Yes, I agree with that.
It's going to be a little bit more closer, but I think how just follow the same blueprint. Buffalo's defense up the middle was soft. Their linebackers are soft. Basically, this is the MVP game. Whoever wins this game is going to win the MVP. It's like NFL, it's scripted or something. Don't know how everything just bumped into each other, right?
It shouldn't be the MVP game, but I hear you.
It should be the MVP. So who you still
got?
No. Chill, G. It shouldn't be the MVP game because the votes are supposed to be in already. The votes are supposed to be already. They're supposed to be.
Okay.
They're gonna rig it though. They're gonna change that mud based on who wins this game.
If somebody goes off this weekend, exactly. Yeah.
That's why I say this will be the MVP game. So let me ask you: if you had a vote first, who would you vote for your final MVP, or you gonna wait till after the game?
I mean, I can't wait till after the game. It's a regular season award. It's tough, but probably go Lamar by a hair.
Hey,
Yes.
I'll go Lamar by a hair. But let me say this: when I say that, I wouldn't like be upset if Josh Allen won it. But I would vote for I would vote for Lamar if I had a vote.
Yes.
See what I'm saying?
Of course, I vote for Lamar, but I need Super Bowl MVP this year. Fuck that regular season.
You already know.
I'm already sure. A couple of weeks.
Hey, Bruce,
Yes, sir.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Yes, sir.
I wish they didn't wait until February to kind of make that decision, but I think they saved Josh Allen ass by like not announcing it early. Yeah, announcing it like right now. Thank you, Transformer.
Yeah. I got
it. Dog. I promise you, yo. I seen the struggle y'all went through, yo. Like it wasn't y'all fault, man. It just,
it just happens. It happens.
Yeah, additional games in the season will put you there. Bruce, don't make that face, yo.
Hey, Bruce, I'm gonna tip my hat to you.
What's up,
sit back. I had to sit back, right? You know, we go back and forth, and Lamar can never do no wrong, and But you're right though, man. Like he got to get it done, man. I'm seriously, man. Like I'm gonna be objective, man. It's Super Bowl bust. I'm sorry,
but see,
it truly is at this point.
Beautiful thing is though, B. The beautiful
all these remote fans, sir. All these remote fans, they're nice toasty houses and root and talk about this man, but they ain't like in the elements with him. They not in the trenches with him, dog.
The ill thing we know, Bruce, is that Lamar can get it done. We're just waiting for it to happen. That's all.
What you gotta say? What you gotta say, Jane?
Oh, you trying to play me out because I don't live in
Ain't no
B-boy.
reason why you can't come in the bank. Ain't no reason why you can't come in the bank, bro. You can come down to the bank anytime you want. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's free, dog. All you gotta do is tell me you trying to show up, yo. We in that motherfucker, yo. Like you already know.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All I'm saying is, though, Jane,
don't be a fair weather fan. Don't come off as
Jane, let me say this to you, bro. Let me say this to you, Jane. Jane, let me say this. I know how you feel about Lamar. I know how you feel about the Ravens. But bro, he got to get it done this year. There's no more defending him. It's time. We've been through the trials and tribulations already.
You drinking the Kool-Aid, yo. You drinking the Kool-Aid.
I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid.
I should say, Bruce. Sir. First of all, we all are objective, right? We all are objective. We understand.
Are you though?
Issues. Sir,
I don't think you are, G.
Do I need to call this dude on the side and holler at him? But say this, yo. Like we all are objective. And when I say objective,
Transfer, G can't be objective. He be objective. He can't go outside, bro.
When I say objective, I'm talking about like all the issues that we face, the reasons behind our losses, not the fact that it's just Lamar, right?
So the excuses.
Oh my God! Oh, it's just Lamar, not a game plan that this dude just didn't know. He didn't know what he was up against. Like he didn't know he was going against an Andy Reid and the rest of the supporting cast. He had no idea that you know what I mean. He had to show up and do his fucking job.
So when Joe Burrow did it, who did it? Joe Burrow or the Bengals?
Hold on, let me say something. Please let me say something.
I ain't finished. I'm sorry, I'm a little late. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to render like a couple more because
I got you.
Bruce gonna fall asleep in like the next 2 hours.
I'm chilling, man. I'm good.
He gonna fall asleep. But the only thing that I'm saying, bro, is this. Like this is just not all Lamar. Like the game plan, you have to be able to utilize the tools that you have. And that's that. If you're not doing that, then you're not doing the right thing by this team, bro. Like, and that's any team. I'm sure Transformer could look at the Green Bay Packers like, oh, we could have did a lot of things differently to put us in a better situation to win a game, right? Those
ill-advised 3 picks. Yeah, that's all we could have did.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that factor in, and nobody's saying, oh yeah, all that shit fall on Jordan Love's motherfucking shoulders. But when it comes to Lamar Jackson,
on the offensive side,
hold on. Let's keep it
when it comes to Lamar Jackson, everybody be like, "Oh my gosh, it's his fault that y'all lost." Oh, bro,
see, this is.
Hold on. I'm full circle. I got one more point.
Let him finish.
I got one more point. I got one last point, Bruce, and I'm giving
my
you.
bad. I apologize. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. Go ahead, man.
Yeah,
take
man.
Your time.
Stop doing that. So if you listen to Roquan, right, the defense holding the motherfucking Steelers 29 yards was crazy, bro. Like they got 3 backs that can put up 100 yards at any time, bro. Roquan showed up.
Yeah.
Roquan and that defense showed up, man, and that was the reason behind them winning the game by 14. It was that game was long gone. If you was sitting there in the chair, you knew they was gone, man. Listen, I went and brought popcorn at halftime. That game was already out of the reach, bro. Like the momentum
21
was
zip at halftime.
yeah, they ain't had no.
was
Listen, I got a big ass bag of
six.
popcorn. Dog, I put my feet up. It was like 19 degrees. I'm in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Eating popcorn. I ain't even cold at this point. Like I said,
Absolutely.
until you guys get down there and get down to the bank and really enjoy a January game, bro. Don't tell me about my motherfucking Ravens, man, and how objective I am. You know what I mean? Don't talk that shit to me, man. You in Florida and it's 80 degrees outside, sir. Don't do that, yo. Don't do it, yo. You're not qualified to have these opinions.
Okay,
You're not qualified to have these opinions.
Brother James.
We in the trenches here, bro. We on our way to Buffalo to
my
bring the chicken
Honda
home.
Ridge, listen. Hey, Jay, my Honda Ridge project's dirt buddy. Let's be real, bro. Let me don't cut me off. Nobody. Bruce Jean, a transformer. Let's be real. I actually went back and watched that AFC Championship game this morning, yo. Lamar had several opportunities to break that game open. He had several opportunities to break that game open, man. Like his mother said, he could have took off 4, 5, 6 times. He could have ran for 150 that game. And what about the interceptions, the bad interception he threw in the back of the end zone? The likely he knew better when 3 people was on likely. That's his fault. And Bateman was wide open on that play. Odell Beckham was open on that play. He tried to force it into likely, man. He even admitted to it last week. He was antsy. He was
I watched
antsy.
the same game you watched, and I got rebuttals.
He was antsy, boo. He admitted to it. He admitted to it himself. He was antsy in the playoff. He admitted he's out the horse's mouth. So that was he lost that game last year in the AFC Championship. I'm just sorry. I'm not trying to gloss over it no more. But it's cool. I still love him. Do thick and thin. But he could have played better. He didn't show out in that AFC Championship game. It was there for the taking. The defense held Kansas City 17 points. 17 points, Kansas City, and you couldn't get 18 points in that game?
If I'm not mistaken, Kansas City didn't score in the second half of that game. I don't believe.
Okay, go ahead, Bruce.
No, I was saying, if I'm not mistaken, that defense.
No. It's my goal. It's my goal, dog. It's my goal.
How's it your go?
How's it your go directly to me, right? You was talking directly to me.
Carry on, my brother. Carry on, Battle. You got it.
Sir.
Let's go ahead, boo.
Let me talk. The next thing he gonna do, he gonna be in this car with a Notre Dame goddamn sweatsuit on, talking about gold Irish, yo. It's like we not having this right now, dog. This is not happening right now. So we gonna negate the fact that Lamar was hurt last year when they played. We gonna negate the fact. That's
we
why
can't do that, bro. Come on.
Hell yeah, he was hurt.
He wasn't hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt, man. He hobbled
in the AFC Championship game.
Sir, he looked just like
Pat wanted hurt. Tom Brady wanted hurt.
Hold on.
Players win the games hurt.
Cook, bro. I ain't finished, yo. Like, give me 2 seconds. 2 minutes.
Because that's a lame excuse, bro.
Watch your clock. 2 minutes. Watch your clock. 2 minutes. We just seen Green Bay Packers struggle to get in the playoffs, right? And then when they get in the playoffs, you see 7 motherfucking carts picking up all your players because these motherfuckers
out of the game.
Sir, they was already hurt before they got there, bro. They couldn't finish the game because they got smoked. Ain't no way that 7 players get hurt at the same time without
some condition. Did you play football? But you play football, so you know at any moment you get hit.
When the last time you seen that, bro? When the last time you seen that? I don't want to get off my point because if I get off my point, then next thing you know,
what does that have to do with Lamar?
Sandbox buddies. One of my sandbox buddies is going to be in a Notre Dame sweatsuit. You know what I'm saying? In his car, talking about let y'all know who I'm rooting for. But anyway, I digress. What I will say is like definitely Lamar was hurt. There's no reason why he wouldn't hurt. He wouldn't run. So he definitely was hurt, man. Everybody saw that. He ran 15 yards and just stopped. You don't run 15 yards and just stop, bro, unless
he did do that.
Huh?
Boo! He admitted to being too fat last year. Remember that? He said that. He was too big.
He lost 10 pounds, bro. He lost 10 pounds. Be for real.
All
10
right,
pounds
y'all.
is not too fat, yo. 10
All right,
pounds is not too fat.
We saw Pat Mahomes win games with 1 foot.
Let me interject here, y'all.
Sometimes we
can't argue this all night, yo. We still got 2 more topics. So let's go ahead. I'm not even gonna say nothing. Y'all go ahead and wrap this up, and then we'll
All right,
move
man. I'm done, man. I'm done.
I talked about his Notre Dame team, yo. And I'm
on. We're not talking about Notre Dame.
bad,
What's
bro.
your issue with Notre Dame,
I
man?
looked at your one a day. He
What's your
got
issue
on
with
the
Notre
bench
Dame,
today.
man?
So now he
Yeah,
tired, yo.
Quick,
You might
man.
give him some muscle milk so he keep going, yo. God damn, bro. Matter of fact, hey,
All
hey,
right, man.
Transformer, don't you got the keys to the city? Transformer got the keys, yo. You can go ahead and take
I
a
do
nap.
got the keys, man.
You can go ahead and take a
I do
nap.
got the
Bruce. You can take a nap, yo. Anyway, I got
Bruce, hey,
I'm chilling. What up, Bruce? What up, B?
I'm ready to get off. Let me put that being said, the ball, he's got to get it done this year. Listen, this will be a disappointment if he loses. It will be a failure.
Bruce,
all right, man. I talk to y'all.
I'm very confident he gets the Super Bowl this year, and we know how great he is against the NFC. So, it would not surprise me in the least.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
All right.
Thank you for the call, man.
I think Shorty did a better job of taking care of himself. He had a whole lot. He didn't run as much as he did last year, and I think him and Derrick Henry, right? Like they didn't run as much as they did. Well, previous games, Derrick Henry would probably have like 40 fucking carries, and then he getting tackled in the backfield 50% of the time, right? But now I think with Todd Monken in his offense, it's looking up for them, man. Like I think they in a better position this year than it was last year. And if that's the case, then yeah, absolutely got to get it done. Absolutely got to get it done. He's locked in. Definitely locked in.
Agreed.
Yeah. Great time.
Agreed. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and we will we'll take it up the road a little bit to the Ravens nemesis, the Ravens diehard arch enemy, Pittsburgh Steelers, and their head coach, Mike Tomlin. So title of this section, as you can see, title of this segment is Time Up for Tomlin. And I think that we all know kind of what we're getting for that. And I'm sorry, what we're referring to by that is time up for Tomlin. And what is that? That's basically the question of, should it be over for him in Pittsburgh? Does he need a fresh start? And there's definitely, oh, damn, I had it and I closed it out. My bad, man. We'll get you that, Bruce.
The QB. I got it.
Yeah, it was like 70 something over the last 4 games, like 74 or something like that.
Yeah, he had 62.3 versus us. I'm not gonna count Washington. He got hurt that game. 75 against Pittsburgh, 69.3 against Carolina, and 59.5 against Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
That was his last 4 games.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. So the question is, with Pittsburgh getting drug again, beat down and booted out of the playoffs, and not having won a playoff game since 2016, the questions keep rising. Like, even though Mike Tomlin so there's a problem, right? Is his voice getting stale in Pittsburgh? What are they going to do? Because they're always too good to get a high draft pick, but they're not bad enough. You know what I'm saying? They're not bad enough to be able to do anything. So they're stuck kind of right in the middle in limbo. They don't have the best rosters, but he keeps making miracles out of the weak rosters that he has, ends up going to the playoffs and then getting put out in the first round. So I have some sound from Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington discussing that on the Odd Couple. You guys want to hear that first, or you want to give your thoughts on this first and then hear the sound?
Let me go ahead and let him spit.
Say again?
We can go ahead and let that play.
All right, bet. Let's do that. And then when we get back, we'll start off with G and get his thoughts on whether or not he thinks maybe Tomlin should move on and go somewhere else or what.
Mike Tomlin's Steelers have allowed at least 28 points in 6 straight playoff games. The longest such streak in the NFL.
And they're supposed to be a defensive
They've given up
team.
38.3 points in 6 straight playoff games, right? The most of any team in a 6-game span in NFL. These are all the history-making, record-setting. They have lost 4 straight playoff games by at least 11 points. Another longest such streak in NFL history.
Mike,
this is not, you were 10-7 and you really overachieved and it was great that you made the playoffs. No, this is a history. His resume is soiled.
All right. So some terrible stats there on Mike Tomlin in his last 6 playoff games. Not good at all. So like I said, we'll start with G, man. What are your thoughts on whether or not he needs to move on from Pittsburgh, or maybe Pittsburgh needs to move on from him? They probably won't do it. They've only had 3 head coaches in the last, 50 years? Since 1969, they've only had 3 head coaches, right? Chuck Noll won 4 Super Bowls with them. Bill Cowher won 1 Super Bowl, appeared in 2. And then Mike Tomlin for the last 18 years won 1 Super Bowl, appeared in 2. G, go ahead. Your thoughts, man.
I think the biggest question here is who do you replace him with, right? With so many teams that's like changing coaches, like you could pick the wrong coach and never go back to dreamland, right? Like thus far, when you look at the league and how many coaches in the league that has won Super Bowls, he's in like the top 5. I think there's not a lot of coaches that's won the chip. And so as a coach, you want somebody with that tenure that's been to that big dance and has been successful. I think if you give up on Tomlin now, he'll definitely have another a lot of teams will fire their coach to pick him up. So he'll probably be on the market next to no time. If I'm a Steelers fan, maybe not your quarterback, but your coach, that's one you want. That's a culture. That's a culture change, right? Like Dallas is going through a culture change now, and they don't know what their future is going to look like with the next coach. And so it's one thing like not having a quarterback. There's another thing not having a coach that you really can say, you know what, we ready to stand on business. Like this dude is definitely a proven winner. He's been doing it in the last 8. I think a few bad seasons without a real legitimate quarterback. You got a Rental and Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. You drafted Pickett. He was a bust, right? But he rolled it out with him and he tried to coach him just like any other coach would do. It didn't work out for him, and so he went and picked up 2 Reynolds. I think the next move that he make will probably be his best move. I think he'll pick up. I wouldn't be surprised if they went and drafted up to get a really good quarterback. Or found one, because I don't think Pickett was on anybody's radar last year. I mean, the year before last. I don't think he was.
He was on mine slightly.
He was slightly on yours, but
before the love thing.
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl. And much of that, like it was a lot of things that was going wrong with those guys. I'm not going to talk too much to this, but the Steelers would definitely put themselves at a disadvantage not having a legitimate QB1 and then not having a coach, right? Like you got to have one or the other. Just point blank period. So, yeah, I don't think so, bro. I think he'll stay there as long as he wants.
Transform.
He's out of there. Get him out of there. If I'm Mike Tomlin, I would want to leave. You're 0-5 in your last 5 playoff games, right? You have never had a losing season in 18 years? How long have you been there? 18 years?
18 years.
Right? The voice, it's only so much you can say. It's only so much you can coach to a team. But if it goes one ear and out the other now, it's time for a new face. It's time for a change of scenery, right? I don't think that organization is on the right path of keeping Mike Tomlin because of how they're designed to win football games. They're a run football team, right? The league itself is transitioning to a pass-heavy type of league, right? get a quarterback, 250, 300 yards, like playmaker ability quarterbacks. To me, that's not the Pittsburgh Steelers style. That's not their way. And I just feel like at this point and at this juncture, your defense is now getting blown out the door as well, right? Your defense is now getting blown out the door. So obviously you're a defensive-minded coach. You're like, damn, so now the defense isn't listening. You can't get anything going on the offense. It's time for a new face. It's time for you to go somewhere else. If I'm Mike Tomlin, I would want to leave. Pittsburgh probably wants to keep him, but if I'm Mike Tomlin, I would want to go.
The organization wants to keep him. Pittsburgh fans want him up out of there.
I mean, that's what I meant. I meant the organization probably wants to keep him.
Okay,
the fans also want him gone. But if I'm Mike Tomlin, I would want that change of scenery. You look at Andy Reid. Andy Reid was a beast coach in Philly. In the last couple of seasons, he, wasn't too great. Things kind of sprout out of hand. I think Mike Vick had, finally that train really hit his head, and they couldn't really get things going. The moment he got to Kansas City, that man has yet to lose more than 10 games. I mean, win less than 10 games in a season. 3 Super Bowls, 4 Super Bowl appearances. He was able to immediately get that team on the right path because he's that great of a coach. I think Mike Tomlin is that great of a coach. He can go to a team, a different team, new face, new coach, new face, new voice, new stronger voice to help lead a team into a better direction. So I think it'll benefit him if he was to leave Pittsburgh. You said is three coaches in 60 years?
Yeah, 19.
He's been at 18. That sounds about right for the average. 20.
There you go.
Sounds about right. So it's time for a new face.
Could be. So there's some questions to ask about this, though, right? So yes, the voice can get stale, but here's the question: has he really had autonomy as the head coach? Right? This guy is what the most tenured head coach in the game now, right? And what was it? Either last year or the year before, he had to ask permission to fire a bad OC. Like what head coach has to do that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not good. So they're not giving him autonomy, even though they've been loyal to him and not firing him. Then you say, okay, the Steelers tend to have an elite scouting department at the wide receiver position. However, what wide receivers do they have besides George Pickens? I'll wait.
No.
Right. So even if you had a quarterback, what's that quarterback going to do without any weapons? I'm not a big Russ Wilson guy anymore, but I mean, in fairness, who's he throwing to? You know what I'm saying? Najee Harris got just over 1,000 yards this year. Okay, cool. But they're still not, they don't have an elite running back. They can run it, but they don't have an elite running back. Okay, so we see they don't have an elite running back. They don't have elite weapons on the outside. Freiermuth is okay, but I don't know. Let me see. I don't know how many games he played this year. I don't know how reliable he is in terms of his health. I'll tell you in a second. But even with all of that, right? So we say Pittsburgh is a defensive team. Okay, I definitely respect that. Here goes the problem. Elite defensive team, but guess what? You ask yourself, besides Minka Fitzpatrick and TJ Watt, who can we name on that defense? They spend 60% of their payroll on defense. And I know you're going to say Patrick Queen probably, G, but like, is he really? You know what I'm saying? There's a reason we let that dude walk. You know what I'm saying? So the question is
I would never say Patrick Queen.
Okay, so
I seen him get blown up at the line of scrimmage too many times to say that he is nothing more than just a bargain deal for a linebacker.
Right. So I the only reason I said that was because when I was saying like how many defenders can we name, right? And I know you can name Patrick Queen just because. So the point I'm trying to make is they spend 60% of their cap on defense, but who are the defenders they're paying? They're paying Minka and TJ Watt. Like, who else? You know what I'm saying? So
Highsmith, right? They're paying him.
Are they really?
I think they're paying him.
All right, fair enough. I'll even give you that. But I guess my question here, Mark with glasses, what up? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. My question here is, what are the Steelers legitimately doing to support Mike Tomlin? Yes, it's been a while. Yes, sometimes the voice can get stale. Yes, sometimes you need a new spot, right? But what have they legitimately done to support this dude? Honestly, they made him keep Big Ben too long, right? They kept letting Big Ben hang around when he was well past his prime. And then he got stuck with freaking Kenny Pickett and who was the other guy? Trubisky, like
Yeah,
so.
Mr. Trubisky was over there for a little
for
minute.
like a 3 or 4 year stretch. He didn't have a quality quarterback. Now he's got Russell Wilson, who I don't necessarily believe in, and Justin Fields. But even if I did believe in those guys, they don't have the weapons to throw to. So it's like, what does Mike Tomlin really have? This is why it's so amazing. And I'm not a Steelers fan, but that's why it's so amazing that this dude manages to make, chicken salad out of chicken-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not supporting the dude. Now, if he wanted to move on, fine. But would they, do they really have grounds to say, okay, we want to get rid of this dude? Nah, not really, because the support is not there. That's all I'm saying. So, like, I think we have to look at it both ways. But again, would it be? It's not that serious. What's good, bro? Thank you for stopping in, man. Thank you for stopping in. But yeah, would it be better? Excuse me. Would it be better if he was to be with a new organization where the voice is fresh? And see, the thing is, G mentioned culture. I think the Steelers culture is always going to be the Steelers culture, because they would never hire a coach that's going to come in there and be on some BS, right? It might not be Mike Tomlin next time, but it's not going to be a coach that's going to be on some nonsense. The Steelers culture is in those walls. Like, for instance, how we got played like a Raven, G? I don't know what the Steelers say, but I'm sure they have something similar up there, right? That culture is in the walls. It ain't just a coach. You know what I'm saying? That organization has that culture from the top. And so that's why I say, like, that's not so much a concern. But yeah, I just think before we want to push Tomlin out the door, again, if he wanted to leave because he doesn't feel that he's being supported and he put that out there, that's cool. But before we or anyone else pushes him out the door, we have to be objective and fair in acknowledging that they haven't done a good enough job in supporting him. What do you all think about that?
No, I don't think that he deserves to be pushed out the door. I think my opinion is that I would think he should walk out the door. That's my opinion. I think he should walk out the door, not get pushed out. I don't think Pittsburgh got the damn balls to push him out the door.
Right.
And like at that point, like on what grounds? Like, you know what I mean? So, but I think he should walk out the door.
I think the Bears would sell their soul to have Mike Tomlin today.
I would be pissed to all types of festivity.
Any
if he came over there.
Any team would sell their soul to have Mike Tomlin. He's definitely not only a culture builder, but if you look at the AFC North, like how can I put it? There hasn't been a time that like that the just the level of football that we play, right? When it comes to just smash mouth, building defenses, like, yeah, I'm only going to talk about Lamar for 20 seconds, but what I will say is, if you have a solid defense, right, that's going to echo amongst the entire NFL, because you already have those pieces on offense most times. Right now, what we saying is we saying a slightly like immature defense and an immature offense in the Steelers. And until he can do both, right? I give him another year, they're gonna be a problem, bro. They're gonna be a problem. The Steelers are definitely a couple pieces away from dominating the league. I don't think they're gonna get rid of him because they only a few pieces missing. Like you look at the last time they won a Super Bowl, man. They had it on every level. You look at us last year, we moved a couple pieces around. Now we looking like, hey, we echoing like domination across the league right now. Detroit did it all year. Who else? Detroit was that all year. I can't say the Eagles, they imploded most of the time. But if you look at like what it takes to build a culture, man, it ain't just offense. Offense don't get done. You have to get those stops.
I think culture more often than not comes from the defense, because the defense is physical and they have the mindset, to your point, of domination. So I think you're right.
Well, you look at the Vikings when they won 16, 17 games, and they got in the league, and then they got in the playoffs and got mollywopped because they didn't have defense. It was just all offense. They couldn't stop nobody. And
that's crazy because they had defense all year.
This year they had a good defense with Brian Flores over there.
This year. I'm talking about when you had
you talking about when they went 15 and Randy
Moss. Yeah.
You
know those teams, man. You have to be a complete team, and that falls on the coach's back, I believe, more than the GM, because the coach is just dealing with what they got to deal with. And so there was a lot of holes, even though, you look at Pickett, right? Not Pickett, Pickens. What's his name?
George Pickens, the wide receiver.
The wide receiver, yeah. So they got
Yeah,
somebody to
Pickens.
build around. They got somebody to build around. They got a 6'8", I think his name number 80. He like a 6'8" tight end, bro. Like they got pieces. They just missing something. They missing something. Yeah, I don't know if he missing a chromosome or what, but they missing something, bro. And once they get that shit together, they're gonna be a problem, bro. They're gonna be a problem. Yeah, we put belt the ass, but that's Mike Tomlin. He not taking that like next year. That's not gonna happen.
Wait, what was that?
He boosts the asses. That's what he said. Yeah. I'm
boots to asses.
But
there you go.
As I say, I think time up for Tomlin. We gotta talk about Jaden Daniels, man. He just dethroned somebody who was in the league for a while. Baker, what they call him? Touchdown maker. Yeah, he just
guess what?
On Sunday, they said that might have been the best game. So. Yeah, they said that might have been the best game we saw all weekend.
That was a really good game.
Yeah, that was I would say that was the best game all weekend.
Yeah, a rookie, bro, a rookie. Yeah. He came in that motherfucker, looked like he was 5 years in.
Everybody else was a blowout.
Yeah, he looked like he was 5 years in, man. Like Shorty stood in there and did his thing, man. Shout out to the Commanders. I know they've been going through a lot of shit with Snyder and that whole little.
They about to go home though. I know that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we'll see. We'll see any given Sunday, man. Like
facts.
Yeah, if you can beat Baker Mayfield, why can't you beat Jared Goff?
Well, Detroit's just a better team overall.
Okay,
Detroit's better,
but
that's a whole different thing.
Crazy.
I can't name 3 defenders on the Detroit Lions team right now.
And I feel you on that. But
I'm trying to, bro. And my mind it's just not 3 players.
I got the linebacker.
Maybe it's
Deion Branch.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Deion Branch.
Yeah.
Shit, the guys I want to name, they gone.
Hold on.
So it's level ground is what I'm saying.
But you know that sometimes there's some teams that might not have the big name players, but just are coached so well and play so well. You know what I'm saying? Like that happens.
We watch all the games here, bro. We watch all the games. We don't miss games.
But
Detroit play, we watch Detroit.
You missing the point I'm trying to make. Sometimes it's not all about the names. Sometimes it's about the team and the way they play. But regardless,
by committee. I get it by committee.
Yeah, exactly. But regardless, so I think we all agree that Tomlin shouldn't get fired. But if it
he does fire, that would be just blatantly disrespectful.
It would.
Now release
supported the way he should.
Parting mutual ways. That's what I want to see. Parting. You put fired next to Mike Tomlin name. Sell your franchise.
Well, you heard he basically said that because I guess he's hearing the rumors of he might get traded or people want to come talk to him, and he told him basically save your breath. That's what he said.
He has a no trade clause.
I guess he wants it. Does he?
Yeah, some teams already called about trading for him, and that's when they found out. They was like, yeah, he has a no trade clause.
Wow,
so you got to talk to him.
Tomlin a bad man.
I was like, bro, I didn't know coaches could have no trade clause.
I didn't know either, but he needs to demand that he gets more support, or he'd be out. He needs to demand that he gets more support.
Shout out to the Ravens, man, for re-signing Deontay Johnson, man. I think we put some bad press out on him, and then saying that he didn't want to play in the clutch, but then it ended up being that we might have put some bad. Yeah, and he just got cut by the Texans and shit, and we re-signed him, man. Like that was dope. I thought that was really cool.
Fifth signing this year. Would have been to Carolina, Pittsburgh, Texans, and then Baltimore twice. That's crazy work.
Yeah,
something wrong with you at that point.
Yeah, I mean, maybe CTE is real though. I will say that. Yeah, CTE is real, bro. Like it affects these players in ways we have no idea, man. And
Tyler, it's too late.
Shout out
Ravens. I mean, for the Chiefs. I mean, for him to get put on.
This is going to sound bad though. Yeah, CTE is real and it affects people. It's going to sound bad. You chose to play this game, man. You could have done something else. You made that choice.
Sir, you have no idea what the effects of CTE is. CTE
I didn't say I do.
is no. I'm just saying, like, you have no effects, man, and like it's almost like saying, "Oh yeah, you chose to join the military. Now your leg blown up," and
That's
it's
exactly
like,
what I say. We all made that choice when we signed that line. We all did. We all made that choice. Now, does that mean that you shouldn't get disability compensation? No.
Christ,
But
there is
you
no
don't get the
disability.
claim.
There is no disability for a kid in college, man, to get CTE. That's the part
Again,
of that.
okay, I
Missing,
understand
bro.
that.
Like,
Okay.
Ooh, Kirby Joseph. I
no,
didn't think
I
about
don't
that.
have much. I don't have much to say about that, man. But it's just, yes, it is, and the game is fucked up. But at the same time, they are trying to do things on lower levels to like ensure that people aren't like losing their mind after they get hit. Like your motherfucking marbles are scrambled at the you
Yes.
tear into somebody for somebody else's entertainment. And
Right.
so when I say that, I'm saying it because this is a kids game and nobody should lose their motherfucking marbles for playing a kids game. That's the only thing I'm saying, bro. Like, they not fighting like we fought, bro. Like, it's not happening. They throwing the football around, bro.
There's
It's
no way you
different.
can make a physical and violent game less physical and violent. You could try, but at the end of the day, that's going to be what it's going to be. And everybody who plays it knows that there is that inherent risk. Like, I don't.
Yeah, you gotta tell that to the families who are dealing with people who
Really?
play the game. Yes, sir. You gotta tell it
Okay,
to the families who's
are
playing
you
the
talking about
game,
the
and
parents
then
or like the spouses and children? What
the
are we talking about?
families, bro. The family. That's everybody involved who signed
Okay,
up
so
to
I'm
play
not
a
telling it
game.
to the
Because I
parents that
play
put the
football. I play football. I play
right,
basketball. I played
right.
baseball. Ran track. You know what I'm saying? I did that shit, but I
I
didn't
got
stay
you.
in football long enough to the point where my marbles would get scrambled. And like,
And
you
I
see it, yo. Like, there's
mhm,
some people they can't even function after this shit. And I know it's like, oh yeah, this isn't one of those noble things we want to talk about. What we did out there and what they doing in the States is totally different, dog. It's not even like the same. It's not. They like putting their life on the line for next to nothing. Because after it happens, there is no honor in this shit, bro. Like, it's no honor. Like, you seen motherfucking seven football players get carted off the field, man. It's no honor in that. Like, they're not fighting for their country, man. They doing this shit for entertainment. And so, if nothing else, man, like,
right.
we definitely got to tip our hats to them. But we can't say, oh yeah, you signed up for this shit. And
Like, all right, you got it.
yeah,
Because I will continue
it's
to say
different,
that.
yo. It's
You could have
different,
done
bro.
something else. You
It's
made a choice.
different, bro. It's different, bro.
Okay. All right.
It's different.
Cool. But let's go ahead and move it to the final topic. And that is one of my favorites.
Well, this will be like 3 minutes. All right. This is about to be the quickest segment ever.
Spot is kept. Herbert was in he was in Hope's top 10, bro.
Was he?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go back and watch the tape, bro. He was in the top 10. And I said, you gotta be fucking kidding me, yo.
If he was, he might have been at the bottom.
No,
but
I was like, how, Sway?
Regardless, though. So listen, so you could be in the top 10, right? Which is, what is it? The top third of the league. That doesn't mean that you're as great as what they say you are. You know what I'm saying? Let me go to Sport Track. That doesn't mean you're as great as what you say you are, as what they say. And I've done a number of topics well before y'all even got on the show about how this guy is overrated. And I don't think there's any question about that. And we are seeing it, but it's all good.
Yeah, it's bad.
We know that the powers that be, they badly want this dude to be successful. Let's see. What's his current?
Don't say that, bro. Don't say that. Don't say that.
What, Spot Track?
That's not true. Yeah, that they want him. They want him to be successful. Don't say that, man.
Okay.
I don't want to get the channel banned.
So his contract is 5 years, $262 million. Average salary of $52.5 million per year. Total guarantees of $218 million. And so I understand that the QB market is where the QB market is, but that doesn't mean you have to be dumb and pay it. Because I guarantee you, if you traded away Justin Herbert right now, you could rebuild your team in 1 year. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You would
defense is that good. Defense is that good.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. You would get a haul. And I tell you, he's not that guy. He's not that guy. Now, everybody was hype over Justin Herbert when he came in. You know, he's big, he's strong, he's mobile, big arm, all that. Cool. He was in a position to where he set the what do you call it? The single season rookie passing touchdowns record, right? Coincidentally, Baker had that. He broke it. But I think Baker only started like 11 games when he set his, so whatever. But yeah, he started the whole season. He broke the rookie passing touchdown record. He had a lot of yardage, I think, in his first 3 years. I think he like second to Dan Marino in that category. But it was like what Shannon Sharp like to say, empty calories, Skip. Empty calories. Yeah, so he's putting up a lot of yards and getting all these numbers, and the teams are bad. The one time he made it into the playoffs prior to this year, you know, he gives up a huge lead, can't get it done in the second half, and they end up losing that game at Jacksonville to the Chargers. Like, so we've seen this guy in the postseason twice now, and he's flamed out both times. I don't understand this. Yes, to me, it's very, very simple. This is a guy who has career completion percentage of 66.5%, right? And so he's a pretty accurate passer, would you say? This guy gets into the playoffs, in his 2 playoff games, his career completion percentage in the playoffs is 52%, 2 touchdowns and 4 picks. Like, come on, man. Come on. What are we doing here? What do we, you know, I'm not even gonna.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what it was either. But what are your thoughts on this Justin Herbert thing, man?
You had one job, Justin.
One.
You can't go from throwing 3 interceptions for 17 consecutive games to when they need it the most.
Mm-hmm.
They need you the most. Jim Harbaugh just came. Jim, right? Jim, I got it right. Jim?
Yes, Jim.
Okay, good.
Yes, Jim.
Jim just came off of a national championship win in Michigan. Came over. I'm gonna change the Los Angeles Chargers organization. What's their record last year, Bruce?
They won 5 games last year, so 5-11.
5-11.
5-12. Sorry, yeah. 17 games.
11.
Did they start 17 games last year or this year? Okay.
Yeah.
5-11. Thank you.
So 5-11. What was their record this year, Bruce?
11-6.
That sounds like one hell of a damn change, right?
Sounds like a turnaround to me.
Sounds like a very, very great turnaround. Okay. All right. Got a good defense?
I'd say so. Number 1 scoring defense in the league for the first time in franchise history.
Got it. Okay. So that same team that went 11-6.
Yeah.
What could let me rephrase my question. Where the hell were you when the lights got bright and we needed you to perform the way you've just been performing all year, which methodically, getting by, you know what I mean? Numbers ain't too bad this season. 23 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. That's good.
3 interceptions the whole year, Transformer.
Huh? The whole year?
3 interceptions the whole year.
You throw that thing away 4 times. So you
4 times.
outnumber your season stats in one playoff game when they needed it the most, man.
Maybe the fix was in.
Maybe turned into a pumpkin. The pumpkin, clock hit midnight. Man,
listen.
But man, no, it's bad for Justin Herbert, man. Like I said earlier, you go down as flaming out a 28-0 lead in Jacksonville in Duval County. Then you go and you flame out in a game. I want to say they were favored. To win that football game.
I believe so.
Odds were.
I believe so.
And you just get blown out. Like get the doors blown off of you. And you throw 4 picks. The 1 touchdown you made, and the reason why your yards are so high is because one of them was an 86-yard touchdown.
Right. That was the McConkey bomb, right?
The McConkey bomb at the end of the game, like towards the end of the game. Like it's bad. It really is bad for that kid, man. I mean, they try their hardest to put this man on lift him up higher on the pedestal.
They are trying.
This is not a good look for your first 2 playoff games in your career. Your only 2 playoff games in your career. One, you give up 28 points. The other one, you throw 4 picks, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions is crazy work. That's crazy.
I don't think there's any way around this. Like, it's still early in his career, so let's be fair.
Yeah, he's only 26.
5 years in, you know. So it's still early in his career, but for all the hype that they gave this dude, and he's got a real coach now, to your point, they turned the team around. He's got a defense playing well. Why couldn't he play better than he played? There's no excuse for that. Now, does he need some more weapons? Yes, he needs some more weapons. But, I mean, that didn't stop him all year. At the end of the day, he needs more weapons, but there's no way he should have been throwing more picks in one game than he threw all year. You know?
No way.
It's ridiculous.
No way. G, what you got?
Nah, I disagree, Tyler. Disagree. That's not Greg Roman, right? Greg Roman don't have nothing to do with him throwing the picks. Greg Roman has nothing to do with him out there throwing picks, because Greg Roman was not his OC when he couldn't get it done out here against the Jags. No. We've seen this guy flame out twice in the playoffs now. There's no common denominator. He had a whole different coaching staff back then. He had better weapons back then, and he still flamed out. This time, he's got a better coach, but he doesn't have better weapons. We can't blame that on Greg Roman. I know y'all want to, but you can't. Nah.
He ain't out there throwing 4 picks.
Go ahead, G.
I'll say this. The NFL was tough. It's tough on quarterbacks. There's a lot of really, really good quarterbacks.
I feel like G about to say some bullshit.
No,
I feel like he's about to say some bullshit. I don't know.
You didn't even say that. You gotta wait till I say it. You know what I mean? Like sir, god damn, transform. I know we was cool, bro. Even though, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we agree to disagree, right? Like that's a thing, but
yeah.
I don't have just imagine all three of us went with the same shit. Like next thing you know, we all wearing Notre Dame fucking sweatsuits.
You in Notre Dame, man.
It's the holiest ground, G.
Holiest
ground, G.
Golden Dome. You know what I mean? Like that's different place. Right there, God's shorty. Like, well, listen, I was about to sign up. Place, I said, man, ain't nothing like some Golden Dome. You know. Anyway,
that's true too.
What I will say. What I will say is this, man. Like it's tough, man. It's tough for these quarterbacks, man. And oftentimes it's a gauntlet, but Greg Roman is definitely a big reason why. I mean, if you look at what happened when Jim took over, he pretty much poached all the players that the Ravens didn't want. And he turned which is, we tip our hat to the Ravens organization. He poached a lot of big names for that offense, and they was able to go from 5 and whatever to 11 and something. But it's just not enough, bro. Like, you really need to have winners on every level and not just the quarterback, right? You have to have the defense have to click. The offensive coordinator.
The defense did click.
Sir, I said every level. Clearly, there was a level there that wasn't. Like, they didn't have the personnel to win, so they lost. That's kind of how it goes. And it could have been a game plan, much to Tyler's Greg Roman. We know he's not winning shit, bro. Like, quiet as kept. Like, everybody went and talked. You look at what what's my guy name that played for the Ravens, the wide receiver. Like, his schemes are like they child play. You know what I mean? Greg Roman is he's a really safe offensive coordinator. Really safe offensive coordinator. But when it comes down to it, like, you're not going to beat most of these teams that's exotic. You're not going to beat them with that shit, man. Like, it's just not going to happen.
All right. So I'm not going to argue with you on the Ravens piece because I know
you can't argue with me, bro, because so many players that came forth and said this offensive coordinator, which is just as important as the coach and this shit. Like, he calls the plays and make the playbooks and calls these schemes. And Justin Herbert was safe all year. That's why he had three interceptions, bro. He was safe all year.
He was all right. So let's do this, right? Because I know you tend to look at things through purple colored lenses, right? And that's fine.
I'm not looking at nothing.
You're a Ravens fan.
Colors. We talk.
You are because
stats, bro.
No. Okay. Hold on.
No. You said what you said, bro, and I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm just trying to clean it up, but you want me to slow down.
You refer everything back to the Ravens, and that's cool. I get it. You're a Ravens fan. But why are we acting like Greg Roman wasn't the OC for 3 straight 49ers freaking NFC championship teams and one that went to the Super Bowl. Why are we acting like that didn't happen? We can't do that. We can't do that. This is what I'm saying. Am I saying that Greg Roman is some elite offensive play caller? Is he Sean McVay? No,
what are you
he's
saying?
not.
That's what you just said. But that's what you just said.
That's not what I said. That's absolutely not what I said.
What did you say?
Are you? What
I'm
I
listening.
said
You
is
said Greg Roman was the offensive coordinator
for 3 straight
NFC.
Right,
I'm
but
let you cook.
So what I'm saying is,
what are you saying that for, though? What are you saying that for?
I'm saying that to demonstrate that we cannot act as if that didn't happen because you don't like how it went when he was with the Ravens. You are basing all your commentary on Greg Roman because you don't like how it went with the Ravens. Now, is it a fact that Greg Roman's passing concepts are simplistic? Yes, that is a fact. I'm not arguing that. But what we cannot do is act like Greg Roman has not borne out that his offenses work. We've seen it work 3 years in a row and a Super Bowl berth. We can't act like that doesn't work. What?
I'll tell you in the playoffs.
What are you talking about? What did you say? I don't
until he's in the playoffs, I guess.
Until he's in the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, you say until he's in the playoffs when so 3 straight NFC title games.
We had two quarterbacks, right? We had 2 quarterbacks that went to the playoffs with him and they came up first round bumps, right? We had 1 quarterback that went to the playoffs with him and they won. That could be a number of things. Personnel is a lot of stuff. But we do know that 2 times that he went, he got bumped. And he can't be off the chopping block when it comes to like the reason why these guys wasn't successful. How you go from 3 picks all year to a 4-1 game and you like, oh yeah, it wasn't a game plan. It had nothing to do with the game plan. It had nothing to do with the game plan.
Okay,
like you can't say
cool.
that.
So let me ask you this. Are you going to tell me? No. Let me not phrase it that way. I would like a yes or no answer. Are you influenced by Greg Roman's time with the Baltimore Ravens and how you describe him as an offensive coordinator?
That's a moot point. I mean, we're gonna
talk. No, that's a yes or no.
No. The same way you talking, because you brought up San Francisco and the 3 NFC championships.
Right.
And how can I not talk about what happened in Baltimore and now talk about what happened now? We're not talking about back in the day. We're talking about right now.
No,
right?
no, we have to talk about that.
You went all the way back there to when he was successful.
No. You're using his past resume. You're using his past resume to denigrate him as an offensive coordinator. So I'm saying you cannot act like he has not been successful as an offensive coordinator. This is what I'm saying. Regardless of any of that.
I'm only saying what other players have said that played under him, right?
Fine. Yeah, Ravens players, right? I got you.
We seen players blow their knee out based off of his playbook. We seen it. It happened.
Right. I got you.
It happened.
Right.
That's a big ass stain on him. I don't care who you are. You can't win like that, bro.
And so a Super Bowl and 3 straight NFC championship game appearances didn't happen. Is that what you're saying? Did those happen too?
Doesn't count. 100 years ago doesn't count. What could happen is
okay, you got it.
What could happen is that like you get like if you look at the 10:34 p.m., you're gonna get figured out, bro. Like that's just what it is.
All right, cool. So here's the next thing. Let's take Greg Roman out of it,
bro. Like
because
we talk about Hall of Famers coming out and talking about how simplistic his passing game is. Okay, you got to give him flowers for something he did in 100 years, bro.
We're moving past Greg Roman. We're not even talking about Greg Roman anymore. We're not talking about Greg Roman. We're not talking about that.
Let's keep it moving.
Because what happens is this. What happens is this. No. You want to bring up Greg Roman, you made your point. So what happens is this. The first time that Justin Herbert was in the playoffs and flamed out, Greg Roman wasn't his OC then. So let's hear you blame Greg Roman for that now. You're missing the point. The common denominator of this failure is Justin Herbert. He had a totally different coaching staff then, and he had more talent on the outside. So now, what's your excuse? Go ahead, let me hear it. So it's just Greg Roman, the reason that Justin Herbert is failing.
A really, really good head coach.
And Jason Tatum. You're right, Tyler.
Because at the same time, if you don't get it done in the playoffs, according to you guys, nothing makes sense. So let's negate the fact that they won 11 games this year and turning their whole entire franchise over, and that they still in the rebuilding because they got a new coach. Justin Herbert is not Jim Harbaugh's future quarterback, bro. Like,
That's why Jim Harbaugh took the job, because he wanted to coach Justin Herbert.
Bro. Hell
He
no,
said
bro.
that.
Everybody know that.
He did. He said that though.
Sir, yeah, Jerry Jones said a whole lot of shit too. The only thing that I'm saying to you guys is
we comparing that to Jerry.
Listen, when you are a head coach, sir, when you are a head coach, two things are true. You want your own. You want to draft your own motherfucking quarterback. You might have a quarterback there, and you might say all these really cool things, but at the same time, in order to get tenure, you need to draft your own quarterback. It's the same thing with point guards in basketball. Soon as that new coach come in, guess what? There's a whole new regime coming in, bro. Like, you get a new quarterback, a new coach, and he gonna ride and die off that. Yeah, he's the guy now, but I guarantee you, if they draft a coach, if they draft a quarterback, you guys are gonna be looking. See how you looking sour in the face right now? All that shit gonna change. You like, you know what? Like you've been saying the whole year, G right. That's what you gonna be saying. G is right.
Oh yeah,
sir. You the same guy that said that Dion wasn't gonna go pro because he didn't want to play for his son. You the same guy.
Wait. Hold on. What
no
did I say?
way that
No. Say that again. Say that again. What did I say? Because I want to make sure I heard this.
The same guy
who
said that Dion would not coach in the NFL. Right? Because no man would want to coach their son. And I said that. You got a problem with
misquoting people. That's not what I said. That's absolutely not what I said.
Rewind the tape. You said
I ain't never seen nothing like
Colorado, and he wasn't gonna follow his son. Transformer, you was there, bro. I know you.
I ain't never seen
nothing. I can't quite remember exactly the words, bro. I don't want to misquote you.
You remember something?
No.
Ain't no way.
So real quick, I'm gonna correct you on this. I said that Coach Prime said that he didn't want to coach in the pros. It didn't have nothing to do with his son. Coach Prime said he didn't want to coach in the pros because he doesn't like the attitude of pro players making all this money and not putting the work in. That's what he said, right? That's what I said. And when I hold on, when I talked about
what
Coach
did he
Prime,
say?
can I finish? You're asking me, and I'm trying to tell you. You're asking me, I'm trying to tell you. When I spoke about Coach Prime's son, Shadur, right? I was the one that said that I don't think it's cool that Shadur should always be under his pop's wing, right? Remember that, Transformer?
Yeah.
I said that Shadur as a man should step out and spread his own wings. I didn't say nothing about Coach Prime not wanting to coach in the pros because he don't want to coach his son. Where you got that from, man? Man, if you gonna quote me properly, man. Do the research. I ain't say nothing like what you just said, bro.
You can always rewind the tape, make it into one of those little things where you hit the button, and then everything that you said come to fruition.
I didn't say nothing
everything
like
that you said come to fruition, bro. Like, you can't backtrack, bro, because now I'm right. That's crazy.
I don't have to backtrack nothing because I ain't say nothing like what you're saying right now.
You said I don't think he would ever want to coach in the NFL because of his ego. You say I don't think he would ever want to coach his son because he said he didn't want to do this, right? I don't think he ever would want to play. Hold on. I don't think he would ever want to play for. Hold on. I don't think
just
he
go
would
back and do your
ever want
research.
to play for Jerry because Jerry won't give him his the light. He don't want to have a limelight. And then the first thing we see this morning, yesterday morning is, oh yeah, I'll play for any team that would draft my son.
He got this whole time backwards.
Hold on. You might not. You probably didn't hear this. Maybe you didn't hear this. So let me talk. I would play for any team that would coach that would draft both of my sons. The other thing was,
where'd you see that at?
Look it up, bro. Look it up. Y'all not doing
that. The only thing I heard him say was that, like, it's always a pleasure to have Jerry call me.
Look it up. That's another thing. The first bullet point was, I'm gonna say bullet point. The first bullet point was, I will coach for any team that draft both of my sons. The next thing he said was
Dion said that.
Jerry, Dion, yes, Troy said that he, that he don't have a problem playing for Jerry under those same conditions. So there's that, right? There's that.
Yo, all
I
I'm
go
saying,
back.
you
It goes
badly
back to
misquoted
what I
me, man.
said.
Just go do
man.
your own
Like,
research, man. You badly misquoted me. You getting everything all mixed up.
when, bro.
There's
The
no where.
end
I ain't
result
say
is the
nothing like
same thing,
I ain't
bro.
say
You
nothing like
said
what
that
you trying to
you
say right
said
now.
that you said that Dion would never entertain the fact of playing in the NFL, and he's out there talking about him definitely like, oh yeah, I would definitely
First of all, I didn't
consider
say that.
nepotism. I would definitely consider nepotism if I can
see
get
what you're doing.
both of my
I
players.
see what you're doing. Okay. I see what you're
I
doing.
definitely can see
You try to push the
me
button. I get
coaching
it.
in the NFL if both of my
it.
sons could get drafted. That's what he said.
This is what Deion Sanders said yesterday. To hear from Jerry Jones is truly delightful and it's intriguing. I love Jerry and believe in Jerry. After you hang up and process it and think about it, it's intriguing. But I love Boulder and everything there is about our team, the coaches, our student body, and the community.
Yes, he said that. But
the only way I would consider coaching in the NFL is to coach my sons. That's what he said early in January. But as of yesterday, that's what he said after Jerry Jones called him.
Right.
Yep. And then so Michael Irvin, who's really, really close to Deion Sanders, has something else to say. And I don't know if you saw that in your searches. But if you look that up, that's a whole nother.
I only focus on what he said.
Well, Michael
Deion said.
Michael Irvin was on the herd yesterday. He was on the herd yesterday, and he was talking about how he had a discussion with Coach Prime. Obviously, couldn't give too much, but yeah, he was talking about how he was talking about him.
He definitely said prime time coming to Dallas. That's what
that's not what he said. That's not what he said.
Look at it, man. God, man, bro. Like I'm listening to the same shit you listen to, but you keep telling me that I'm not hearing shit right. But you saying something like, "Oh, why do I always gotta have receipts?" Damn, bro.
Because you can't just say stuff, man.
Yo. No, you just saying stuff.
Just say stuff. You
don't like to give credit when credit is due, yo.
Like, I give credit where it's due. Transformer. Do I give credit where it's due?
We wouldn't even be having this conversation, bro. We wouldn't even have this conversation if back in the day you didn't say what you said, and now like people don't change, yo. For whatever reason, you feel like people can't change, yo. Like,
no.
Okay, let's reel this back in real quick. Yeah, Justin Herbert overrated. Yes or no?
Never want to give me my flowers, dog. Like, come on, bro. This is terrible.
You got to quote me properly.
You can't always be right, dog. You won't be wrong sometimes in life.
I'm fully aware of that. I'm fully aware of that, but I got an 80% rule. I'll tell you about it.
You won't be wrong sometimes, bro.
I'm wrong 20% of the time, which is better than most.
They look like 50 now.
You have
50% with me, big bro.
Hey, you wild.
Okay. Is Justin Herbert overrated?
Let's go ahead. Let's open these phone lines up, man.
Yay or nay? Call in, guys.
Yeah, Bruce Wayne to call.
He shouldn't even be a topic of discussion with a Jalen Daniels on a jump off, man.
Hey, man, you had a chance to get your topics up there, man.
I put them up there, man.
We definitely going. I think let's wait till after the season. I want to give.
I definitely had Chris Paul versus Russell Westbrook, and you were like,
"Oh, that was a topic to us." I thought you were just asking.
Yeah, that was a topic, bro.
What I tell you about the topics, man? What I tell you all?
Yeah, he said put them in one format.
That shit. Y'all ain't want to hear what I had to say. That's what I looked at it. Y'all ain't
I didn't even know that was
a point guard.
I thought you were just asking us. I thought he was just asking us. I know you wanted to make that.
Y'all ask for topics.
Transformer, what I say about putting the topics in the chat, man?
Put them all together in one format.
Yeah, you just be putting random stuff. I don't know what the hell that is.
I thought it was a general question. I'm like, they call me point guy. Why is this a question? I thought you were just asking me. I'll be honest with you.
Man, my man. Jay on one tonight, boy.
Yeah, he is misquoting the hell out your boy, man.
Go back to the beginning of the season. We had the same conversation, yo. He keeps saying
misquoting the kid.
Gosh, yo, it's terrible. Now I'm misquoting him, yo.
Yes, what you got about Justin
Herbert? I wouldn't say he's slightly overrated, but he's more inconsistent to overrated.
He's very overrated, in my opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong.
Yeah. He's overrated. He's overrated. Just like I said, Matthew Stafford was overrated, but at the same time, I don't know.
The only thing I can say, at least Matthew Stafford got the playoff wins and he got the chip now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. Well, let me go back. Justin Herbert is overrated. They pumped him up because he's a pretty boy.
Right.
That's all that was.
He's exactly.
He's great for the marketing, though. I give him that.
Yes,
Pause.
Exactly.
Pause.
No, I'm with you.
No. We get it. We get what you're saying.
He's a scrub.
You said exactly what it is.
I heard some shit you said about you 20% wrong, 80% right. Right now, I think that 40-60. Brucey.
That's it, bro.
But I will say this about this.
It's getting worse, bro. When I first started this show,
your word is law.
Hey, Bruce,
your word is law.
I've been kicking his ass since I met him in sports talk, bro. He ain't gonna give me no respect.
Nah, not even, man.
Transformer.
Yo.
Bruce ran the country. It'll be a dictatorship. I'm telling you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, no. Absolutely.
Nah, man, nah.
It wouldn't be no goddamn democracy. I know that.
Within reason, Bruce. Within reason.
If Bruce ran the NBA and the NFL, man, we will go back to the 60s and 70s rules.
Nah.
Everybody got shorts on. You only get 2 dribbles. You got to pass the ball. You get 2 dribbles, pass the ball.
We had a Fat Five shorts on out here, bro.
I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support tonight, fellas. Golly, man. I thought it was just me.
As far as Greg Roman,
yes.
I will say this about Greg Roman. Greg Roman is one of the greatest run callers. I mean, like his system for us running the ball.
Yes.
One of the greatest to ever do it.
Yes.
I give him that. But his passing is vanilla.
Yes.
It's basically ABC. But as far as his run scheme, there's nobody better than Greg Roman.
Him and Kyle Shanahan, maybe. Kyle Shanahan is probably up there too.
Well, they aren't they in the same circle? Like, what was it? Was Shanahan on that? No,
Shanahan was in Washington.
Shanahan was in Washington when Greg Roman was in San Francisco.
Yes,
well,
correct.
I would say this. I got to give Greg Roman his flowers. That big trust year when we had Mark Ingram, man, it was a beautiful sight to see.
It was.
That Lamar MVP year.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
We ran off.
Everybody broke their fucking leg.
Look, that year we beat. Remember, we got Marcus Peters. We beat Seattle. We beat all the top teams that year. San Francisco, Buffalo. We ran through everybody with Greg Roman. Because his passing game is vanilla, but I will give him his flowers. He's one of the greatest run callers of all time. As running the ball.
Yeah.
Most definitely, I'll give him that. But as far as like his passing game, it's basically ABC.
I agree.
But his run scheme, man, was the proof's in the pudding. The 3 MC championship game.
Yeah. You get no argument from me. None.
The big trust year. Mark Ingram, we broke records with that offense, man. Running that ball, man.
That's true.
We ran our opponents by 100 yards a game, damn near that year. So, but far as like Justin Herbert, he's overrated. He's great for LA. He's good for the market, but he's overrated. Yes, John Harbaugh tries to coach him up. It's not working. He looked bad last week. He threw 4 horrible interceptions.
Yeah, man. So my thing is this, Bruce. Let me ask you this real quick. I'm not mad if somebody says, okay, Greg Roman's passing schemes are basic, infantile, whatever you want to call it, and that was part of the reason that Justin Herbert played poorly. Okay, fine. What do we have to say about him blowing it, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, Transformer?
3 years.
So what do we have to say about him blowing it in the playoffs 3 years ago? Greg Roman wasn't the OC then. He had more weapons then, right? This is what I'm trying to say. So, like, we can't – this is what started the whole thing. I'm like, why are we blaming this on Greg Roman? The common denominator is Justin Herbert. And he making $250 million to do this crap that he's doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, breaking news. Ja Morant dunked on Wemby tonight, y'all.
Yeah, I saw it.
But like I said, Bruce Redd was commissioner of all 3 major sports. It would be a dictatorship. The hockey motherfuckers be knocking each other's teeth out.
Man, look,
in football won't be no face mask, but like the 50s. In the NBA, it'll be 90s rules.
It'd definitely be 90s rules, man, because then you will find out who's legit and who's not. It'd definitely be 90s rules, man.
And LeBron will dominate it. He will average a 30-point triple dub, the greatest of all time.
No mobile quarterbacks either. Not one.
No mobile. all pocket passes.
Yo, I got a question for you, Bruce. I got a question for you. Was John Elway a mobile quarterback? Just out of curiosity.
Earlier, yes, most definitely. Oh yeah.
Okay, just checking. Was Brett Favre a mobile quarterback?
Yes, Steve Young too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, just checking. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure.
But you know who's the god mobile quarterback? Randall Cunningham, who started it all.
Facts. Well, really, if you even go before him, it was Fran Tarkenton. Randall Cunningham broke his records.
Yeah, Fran Tarkenton, but I'm talking about for us.
I got you. Yeah, Randall was that dude.
We was calling Randall Cunningham robo quarterback.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy though? Remember when he went to Minnesota and he wasn't even running like that? He was bombs away. He could stand in the pocket. Right. Yup.
I know it didn't count.
But I just say it to say that he could stand in the pocket and deliver the ball too. He ain't just have to be running every. Yeah, go ahead.
Hey,
he was a Romo supporter too. Just know that.
Say again, G.
He was a Romo supporter as well.
No, I'm never a Romo guy. I never.
And actually, be fucking. So why Donovan McNabb don't get the love he deserves, yo?
I don't know.
It's crazy, right?
I turned to a check down quarterback.
I never been a huge fan of him. I never was.
Not, yo?
I don't know. I just didn't like the way he played. I don't know. But in fairness, he never had elite weapons either. So, you know.
Yes,
that's a good point, Dave. A really, really good point. Yeah. Having elite weapons is the difference maker for most of these quarterbacks.
Agreed.
Right?
Agreed.
Yeah. I don't think Joe Burrow is Joe Burrow without Jamar Chase at all. He's Justin Herbert.
Oh, that's tough.
You think so? You think so? You think so?
He's Justin Herbert?
He's a Justin Herbert.
But we've seen Justin Herbert with weapons, though.
What weapons? We ain't never seen with a
Keenan Allen, Mike Williams when he was nice.
We never seen him with a Jamar Chase. This is a
Austin Eckler?
Triple Crown winner, bro. That's debatable.
Before he became a Triple Crown winner, Joe Burrow was that guy.
We talking about motherfucker taking the ball 15 yards and then going 80 with it, catching the ball 15 yards and then taking it to the house for 80. Like everybody knows this, man. Like he has elite weapons, bro.
I mean, that part true. Yeah. Yes. But to say he's Justin Herbert, you give Joe Burrow a Keenan Allen, a Mike Williams, and an Austin Eckler, he's still going to shine.
The point that I'm making, bro, is anybody can make a 15-yard pass. It's up to the receiver to take that shit to the house. And that's the difference maker between this. We're not seeing like motherfucker throwing bombs. We're seeing them taking.
So I got a question for you. I understand the point you're attempting to make here, but let me dismantle
that. Attempting shit, bro. Look at it. The
same
thing
cool.
Look at Purdy. Look at Purdy. Purdy the same way with the 49ers.
So let me ask you a question then.
He throw that shit the same. We had this conversation already. He throw it.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Run that motherfucker 80 yards the same way. The yards at the catch is crazy.
All right. So here's the deal, right?
My bad, Transform.
So let's. I'm gonna give you it. Okay, Joe Burrow's great because he got Jamar Chase, even though he was there for anyway. But whatever, he's great because he got Jamar Chase. Anybody can throw the ball 15 yards. So I want to make sure I understand. You saying anybody could throw the ball 15 yards and the weapon goes 80 with it, right? What happened to the Dolphins when Tua was out? Help me out here.
Who is Tua?
Help me out here.
Who is Tua? And how Tua ended the conversation? Tua been trash for a while, bro.
You see this analogy, right? You see the analogy. I see where you're going.
This is the same motherfucker. Hold on. I'm sorry. This is the same person who says it doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying, if the ball hit the receiver hands, they supposed to catch it because of the quarterback that's throwing it to him. And it's the onus is on the receiver to catch the ball if they catch their hands. So you're telling me, what is your analogy to a quarterback? It doesn't matter who it is. If the ball hit their hands, they supposed to catch it. But you saying there's some next level shit that
you just what are you some next
level?
Are you following the analogy that I made there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, just checking. So everybody following except G.
I'm missing the point, bro. I'm missing the point.
No,
Because
The point.
I think we hype up these quarterbacks a lot, man. And
Really?
if yes, sir, if the receiver
wonder
is
what
dropping
that's
the
like.
ball, sir, if the receiver is dropping the ball 7
Shut up,
times,
Transformer.
how is the onus on the quarterback, sir? How's the
We're
onus
not
on the
even
quarterback?
talking about dropping the ball. I'm responding.
No. We're not changing. We're not gonna change that. You're not gonna play in my face, dog, and
I'm
then tell
responding very
me that
specifically to the
no, you're not gonna
commentary
play in my
you
face
just
and
made.
tell me that
Bruh.
if a receiver dropped the ball 7 times, it's the quarterback fault. You're not gonna tell me that, bro. You're not.
What?
You're not. After they catch the ball, it's on them if they get 80 yards or not.
Right. So
I'm trying to
what
understand what you're saying.
So what you said, I'm just trying to make sure you said
And I'm
anybody.
just saying what you said.
No. Hold on. You just said about 10 minutes ago, anybody could throw the ball 15 yards and then the receiver take it 80 yards. That's what you said. That's what you said. Bruce, is that what you said?
Hey, let me say this before I get out the phone.
I did say that, yo. And
Okay.
you know what's crazy, man? You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
And this is for the whole
You
panel.
will twist some words like a motherfucker to make sure that you're on top, bro. You will twist some words like a motherfucker. Just last week we had this whole conversation about Purdy and Debo. The week before that, we had a conversation about what's
We're
his
not
name?
talking
We-
nothing
hold on,
about
hold on,
Purdy
hold on.
and Debo right now.
We was talking about the cheetah. We was talking about cheetah, right? And you was like, oh, he ain't dropped no balls when he was with Mahomes. And I'm like, yo, the ball is hitting him in his hands and he not catching the ball. That's concentration. How can that be on a quarterback? How can it be on a quarterback?
What does that have to do with? I don't even.
Huh? He
What?
said it was. That's the point I'm saying. He's saying that, oh, yeah, when Mahomes was throwing him the ball, he caught all of them. And I'm like,
Okay. What
that's
I'm
what you
saying
said,
is that
bro. That's what you said. That is exactly what you said.
Calm down. I know that's what I said, but what I'm saying is that don't have anything to do with the earlier point. I'm referring very specifically to the commentary you made in state, and we got to wrap up here in a minute. I'm referring very specifically to the commentary you made when you said anybody could throw the ball 15 yards and the receiver can take it 80. You said that. And what I'm saying, the reason I took it to Miami was to make the demonstrable point. What happened to that offense when Tua was out? They got all those weapons, right? So anybody could throw it 15 yards, they take it 80. What happened to that offense when Tua wasn't there? You saw the immediate drop off, and then as soon as he came back, that offense
not even in the top 5. He's not even in the top 10. He in your top 10. He in your top 10.
Yeah,
I never said he was top 10, bro.
Let's let Bruce finish up.
What up, Bruce? Go ahead, man. I apologize. Go ahead, man.
Boy, the twisting is crazy.
Yeah, what's your question for the panel?
Prime Vic, Prime Lamar. Who y'all taking? Number 1.
Lamar.
Prime Vic.
Lamar.
Prime Lamar. Who
Lamar.
y'all taking? I'm talking Prime Vic.
Lamar.
Eagles Vic.
Lamar.
Eagles Vic.
Lamar. Lamar.
Yeah. What'd you say, Transformer?
I'm gonna say Vic.
Wow.
Just to piss Bruce off. I'll say Lamar.
Hey, what piss me
I'll
off?
say Lamar. I meant to say G. I'm trying to say G. My bad. I'm trying to say G.
Man, I don't even know why I'm talking to these stay-at-home moms about my team. I don't even know why we discussing my team right now.
How am I stay-at-home mom now?
I ain't talking about you. You got the Green Bay on. I'm talking about these other 2 stay-at-home moms that's probably milking cows and shit.
Right, man.
Yeah, go ahead, yo.
Brother,
go ahead, pop
man.
off, yo.
All right.
I know you got a Notre Dame jacket on anyway. I'm gonna
What
call
is it
you
with you with Notre Dame, man? It's all right, though. You know what? Hey, go Irish, Bruce. Go Irish.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna have 2 Bruces. They gonna both wear jackets and shit on the same. Listen, it's gonna be me. A Transformers gonna be me, you, Bruce. Both of them gonna have goddamn Notre Dame jackets on.
Hey, man. Hey, you can't have a better jacket on, man.
That's a bad joke. However, you missed the point.
Yes.
But you're really good at like twisting shit. I
didn't twist anything. I made an analogy based on what you stated.
That was a terrible analogy.
Let's go ahead. We're gonna wrap it right here, yo.
Shit that you be saying, you won't address the shit you be doing. It's cool. You my
Not
dog.
at all.
I salute you.
I'm very careful in what I say and what I do. I gotta think for that.
I'm
it's
just
the 80% rule, man. I'll explain it to you one of these days.
You my dog.
All right, so listen.
You my dog, yo.
Definitely,
You my
man, for
dog,
life,
yo.
brother. You already
you
know.
my dog, yo.
For life,
you my
man.
dog.
Man,
All right, y'all.
that was a nice
Listen,
dunk,
man.
but it didn't count.
Thanks everybody
Hey,
for.
Transform. He definitely said that the onus is on the quarterback to catch the ball. That's all I'm saying. Not the receiver. I feel like if the ball, and like most people that play the wide receiver role, if the ball hits you in your hands, you're supposed to catch it.
I've always said that.
Matter. It don't matter who's throwing it. But the analogy that you made was like, oh well, he was able to catch the ball when he was with when Mahomes was throwing it to him. And I'm like, the ball hit him in his hands, bro. He dropping the ball. Nah, they ain't got nothing to do with it. And I'm like, huh? Like, you sure you know what
All
you're
right, listen,
saying, bro?
do this, man. Go back and check all the tape. Is all. Oh, hold on. Let's take this Laker Nation call, and then we out.
Mad.
Hey, what's going on, Laker Nation? My bad. What you got, brother?
Man, you know why I'm calling.
Listen, I'm not trying to take.
Did we have this conversation 2 hours ago?
I'm not trying to take no strays at your team, man. I promise you. I'm not trying to.
Why do you keep throwing strays?
No. In all seriousness, I was
talking about Justin Herbert being overrated, and then you over here talking about Purdy and Debo.
That was G. No, that was G. I'm a Purdy guy. I believe in Purdy. That's G.
No, yo, yeah, definitely a Purdy guy. Yo. We had
I'm a Purdy guy.
We had a discussion last week, actually, last Saturday to be precise, man. And I don't even know if it was online or me and him had a conversation, but it was about the cheetah, and he was like trying to get traded right from Miami, and we was talking about like, oh yeah, the onus is on the receiver to catch the ball if the ball hit his hands. I'm like, he cool, but he had too many drops, right? And he was like, well, he wasn't dropping the ball when Mahomes was throwing it to him. And I was like, well, no, they ain't got nothing to do with it. If the ball hit him in his hands, he's supposed to catch it. It don't matter. Like the onus is on him. Yeah,
Two
but
things can be true. I've never argued
gotta stop using that, yo. Like that is misleading to everybody, bro.
Two things can't be
That's
true.
That's misleading to everybody, bro.
I like Nation. What you got, man?
I just want. Man.
He just sick of the strays, bro. He's sick
of
the
strays.
My boys
are sitting at home minding their own business.
They in Cabo, bro. They in Cabo, bro. They ain't home, yo. They in Cabo.
Nation, I will admit I threw some at USC, but I stopped. But
no, we ain't talking about USC right now.
I haven't messed with you since then, man.
You messing with me right now?
I'm not. It's not me. It's G.
I go in the kitchen, make me some food, and I come back, and I just hear my San Francisco this. I'm like, man, we just had this conversation.
Hey, Laker Nation, I got one question for you.
And I already know G don't like Purdy. He think Purdy.
Hold on, sir. I got one question for you. Do you have Purdy in your top 10?
What?
Active quarterbacks is Purdy in your top 10?
Man, you need to stop with all that. Stop with that
question. It's a straight up question, yo. Like it's a straight up question because Bruce definitely got him in this top 10.
Yeah, he's top 10.
Yeah, I think he's right around the bottom of the top 10.
What happened?
There you go. See, there you go. Why you gotta throw it on the bottom?
No,
there you go. Throwing another straight.
Oh my! No, I'm not throwing strays. No, I think Purdy's really good,
bro. Like I honestly think y'all need to move past the Mr. Irrelevant because he's been Mr. Irrelevant for.
No, that's a good tag to hold on.
There's no. I don't.
Mr. Irrelevant about to get a bag.
Yo, when do you hear me talk about Mr. Irrelevant?
Listen, man, they better pull a on them. And just get somebody else and not pay, yo. They better
see. This is not me, Laker Nation. You see this, right? This is not me.
Hey, sir, he had his opportunity this year, yo. He had his opportunity, man. He had his opportunity to get his bag, man. Sure. And if he get it, now, it's based off the skin off his back and not the.
I would just franchise him. I'd franchise him and wait another year.
Look. I know you on cloud 9G because you know the Ravens still active in the playoffs. So I'm gonna give you that. But look,
I'm more
This
excited
is my
about
question for you.
the
This
NCAA
is my
women's
question for you.
game than the Ravens.
Hold on, G. He got a question for you. Laker Nation got a question for you.
But this is my question for you. Take away the name of whatever quarterback. If you look at their production, if their top 5 in every important statistical category for a quarterback, how are they irrelevant?
Who we talk about here, the Ravens or the 49ers?
I'm talking about quarterback, period. If you take away the name, you look at the numbers, and they are in the top 5 in every important statistical category for a quarterback. How would you rank them? Just no name, just the quarterback itself.
I was told by Bruce Hope not to look at the stats, and then we got to watch the game. And based off of us watching the game, it's certain quarterbacks that just don't. They don't meet the eye test. I mean, and for me, what they will say is hold on, sir. Hold on. Give me one more second. So what this panel will do is they say, hey, look, it doesn't matter what happens in the clutch. It's what you do throughout the game. And so for me, like I hone in on like clutch play. Like
Who said that now?
I believe that a player that plays at a high level during the clutch, that's why I give Jaden Daniels so much praise, because when it comes clutch time, he don't fold. When I look at other quarterbacks, sometimes they fold. Even mine, like, I feel like it's certain things like this season is different, but for Purdy, he declining right now. He declined this year. He had an opportunity to earn the money that he's supposed to, and he's fizzling out like Trevor Lawrence. He's getting money because he's a starter quarterback. He had some key pieces that was missing. And listen, I'm not gonna hold back, bro. Like, you asked me a question, I'm not gonna hold back like some of these people on the panel. But no shots fired at my guys. But what I will say is that Purdy had his opportunity, man, to make his money, man. And I think the fact that they didn't make the playoffs says more about him, and because as a quarterback, you're supposed to be able to make all these astronomical passes, and everybody's supposed to catch everything. Everything's supposed to be, fine and dandy. Nobody else gets the blame, right? Like, according to mainstream media, it's all about what the quarterback that's getting all the money does, right? That's according to certain folks. I think it's more than that. I think it's more dynamic. There's the offense, there's the defense, and and there's the head coach and the game plan. Like, you have to have a legit game plan. It's like playing Madden and you just run the ball up the middle the entire time. That's just not going to win games for you.
Laker
Nation.
No,
we're not about to end this on that. Since you didn't answer my question directly, you know damn well, you take away the name, if you see a quarterback and he's top 5 in all statistical categories, you're going to say he's up there. You're going to say he's up there. Now, 2, okay, you brought up the eye test. You I don't know. I think you just got something against him. That's the only thing I can say, because eye test alone, he has not folded in any game. I don't make excuses, but I'm gonna use your boy Lamar. You take Derrick Henry out that offense for how many games did McCaffrey was out this year?
All right, hold on. Laker Nation, I gotta interrupt you here.
Nah, ain't no interrupt. This
No.
Me and G.
No. I gotta interrupt you because that's not it. That's not fair. And the reason I say that's not fair, Lamar was unanimous MVP. He's been MVP twice already without Derrick Henry. So we can't do that now. We gotta keep it a buck. We can't do that. I remember. I was about to get bad for you. I wasn't gonna let you walk into that one.
I don't really know what to say, man. Like, I just think if I'm the GM for the San Francisco 49ers, I might start to look at going away from Purdy only because, yeah, he has been putting up the numbers, but the clutch wins haven't been there for him.
Fair.
And there's games where he went up against the Lamars or any and other players, and like the NFC, like you look at Lamar numbers versus the NFC, and that tells the tale of the story, man. Like he's been slaughtering you guys for the longest.
So again, here's the two things can be true piece, because nobody is saying Purdy is Lamar. Nobody's saying Purdy is in Lamar's stratosphere. Nobody's saying that, but that doesn't make Purdy not good. That doesn't mean he's not really good, right? Purdy, again, I'll keep going back to this, got to the Super Bowl, and when he left the field, his team had the lead. He got his team points, right? And his coach and his defense lost that thing for him. We might look at him very, very differently if they had gotten it right. But Mahomes goes down. Mahomes does what Mahomes does.
Oh, but
all right, I do this for y'all, guys. I do y'all. Y'all got to cut two. You got to cut two players, yo. You have to cut two players. Tell me who you cut. You got Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud, and Purdy. Who you cutting?
Are you serious?
I'm just asking the question, bro. What two players are you cutting?
Are you serious?
I guess that's dirty politics. No, that's
he tried to manipulate.
Dirty politics.
Yeah,
that's
he
dirty
definitely
politics.
Did.
That's dirty politics. Yeah, that's dirty politics.
But listen to Laker Nation, man. What else you got, man? We about to wrap this, but
we're gonna talk, yo. Listen, I gotta figure out how to hit you up, bro, so we can have a conversation, yo. We can have a conversation, man.
I got you. I'm gonna give you the stuff, G.
Yeah,
we can have a conversation.
Yeah, we ain't gotta do this shit live, man. We can have a conversation. You can teach me something, you know what I'm saying, and maybe it's something that I ain't saying, and then at the end of the day, you might have a Ravens jersey and not a goddamn 49ers jersey, but that's just me talking shit, bro. Don't pay it.
Number one, I don't hate the Ravens. I don't. I hate that they beat us, but I don't hate the Ravens.
Yeah.
Let me throw that out. Let me throw that out there. I do. You know what I'm saying. I'm tired of seeing them ugly ass red KC jerk.
KC that's what made me want to throw up.
Man, I'm sick of them, man. I gotta hear that from my sister.
They a good team though, man. Through and through though.
Every year, man.
I mean, on every level though, bro. They are a good team at every level, coaching and staff and playmakers. They are a really good team, bro, and that's just where we are right now. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, he got drafted into a hell of a situation, man.
Sure did.
Yeah. That's the thing. It take time for teams to mature, but he had a Andy Reid in his ear, man. That guy really.
And he had a veteran coach ahead of him, not coach, quarterback to help teach him the way. So he didn't have to step in right away. Yeah, everything was really good for him.
I think that's the perfect plan for any quarterback that's coming in. That's why I talk shit about Dion going to Dallas, but Shador definitely has to sit a year. And
I don't even know if anyway.
I know,
man,
but it's a possibility.
That was going to always
absolutely, it's a possibility.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
That was going to always be the same result.
Yeah,
facts.
Very much so.
I agree.
But yo, Laker Nation, man, we gotta run, man. We gotta let you go. I appreciate the call though. And what is this, Wednesday? Oh, so we probably do. Yeah, I'll probably do something before Sunday, but.
Hey, Bruce might fire me, man. Honestly, I probably get fired, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I've been kicking his ass since we was in basic training. Like,
y'all know better, man. y'all know better.
Hey, I've been cooking them since basic training, bro. That's like 20.
Man. My man out
here. How many years is that,
up.
yo? How many years is that? We was in our 20s, right?
18, man. 18 years.
Yo. We in our 40s now.
18 years. Look, he cooked me on the basketball court. That's the only place he cooked me. I can admit that. Can't cook me nowhere else. He cooked me on the court. Can't cook me nowhere else.
Hey, G.
Yo.
I don't think he's going to fire you because, remember that show Wildin' Out?
Yeah.
He's going to be the punchline of that skit. He's so petty.
He moved the goalpost, man.
Be a punchline.
Every episode, he moved the goalpost, man. It's fine.
Nah,
That's
man. Hey, just go do your research, man. Just check it out, man.
Listen, everybody know.
Say whatever, man. Don't misquote me. That's
Saturday,
all,
bro.
man. Just don't
You
misquote.
go back next Saturday, man. You ain't gotta go that far.
Hey, man, look. Hey, everything's right there on YouTube, man. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
If you say I say
if
something,
you
just
hear
bring
and
it
you
up.
listen to the chat, man, trust and believe. If you suffered through 3 hours, go back last week. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna bring my crystal ball and
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring my.
You're gonna need
ball. It. Yeah.
Only way you beat me is if you can see what I'm gonna say next.
Oh yeah.
All right, Laker Nation, man. You have a great night, man. I appreciate the call, brother.
Yes.
All right, fam.
Same y'all. Good luck this weekend.
Hey, man.
And on Monday, man. And on Monday.
There you go.
I'm driving to Buffalo, bro.
Yeah, Mondays when I need.
Yeah, me and Tyler going to Buffalo, man, to watch the Ravens play. That's about 5 and I don't know how many hours it is, but it's supposed to be 8 degrees.
Yeah, I was looking at freaking national championship tickets, man. The cheapest one's like $1,400. I was like, nope. Yeah, it's only like 4.5 hours. I could drove up there, but
that shit must
not
be
for
in
that.
the dome or some shit. Cause
it is in the dome.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the Bills game?
I'm talking about the Bills game. Yeah, 8 degrees, bro.
I'm talking about the national championship, man. Talk about the Irish.
Listen, I had to buy a coat.
Man, you better go tailgate.
I know, right?
I am doing all that, bro. Like, hey, man, Laker Nation, man, first and foremost, I wasn't on the segment when they was giving you, making sure that you was good, bro. I hope everybody is well, man. Yeah, I hope everybody is well. But I will say that I will be in. We call it cold weather training, and so I'm in the process now of like getting everything together, and then I'm driving up probably that morning, Sunday morning, and doing the Jimmy Seafood tailgate. It's flawless. That's my time, though.
I got you. But I appreciate
bro. You need anything, let me know, bro. I don't know you like that, man, but if you need anything, man, hit us up, man. At least, y'all, I got family out there, so I tell them the same thing, man. But, sometimes, man, that shit wild, though. Like
yeah,
7,
it is, man.
It was like 5 to 7 fires, bro. Like, never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, they got 3 of them out.
Okay.
And they starting to get some headway on the big one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's getting better. They start shit. They had the Laker game tonight. So, and the Clipper game what was it, Monday? Laker and Clippers. So they starting to open shit up for the events and stuff out there. So they getting it under control, but it's still far from most.
Right.
But I'm gonna let y'all go. I appreciate the love.
No doubt, man.
Family's good. Bruce, go forget that 1,400. Just drive out there, tailgate.
Not gonna be able to do it. Nah, I ain't doing that. All right,
you gotta represent for your Irish, man, in the natty, man. You gotta go represent.
Yeah,
man.
right on my couch. I'm gonna be representing for him.
That was the Trojan, Peter.
Shoot.
Nah. YOLO.
True.
Yeah,
but
YOLO.
nah.
I'm going to Buffalo, 8 degrees, bro. Like,
you got that.
And I understand what G mean, man. You got to go out there and represent for your squad.
Hey, man, shoot.
Once in a lifetime talent, man. Like,
man, listen, I went to South Bend twice from Florida, man. I've done it.
Yeah, Shorty already broke every record, man. Damn near. So, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All
right, Laker Nation, man. We're going to get out of here.
Go Texans.
Have a good night,
Go Texans.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Go Texans." we do want the Texans to beat their
Absolutely.
Finally, they out of there.
That's Lord. Go Texans.
But all right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna finish my food and
all right, bro.
Hit this bed, y'all. Y'all have a real one.
All right, fam. Be easy, man.
You too, dog.
For sure.
All right, man. All right, team. We're going to call it right here. I appreciate everybody who hung with us for the duration of the show. We always have a good time. We love y'all, man. We always have a good time, man. Y'all have a great night. We'll be back next time. We out. Peace.